My name is John, and I like to take things apart and see how they work. I like to fix things, and things have become part of my unmanageable life here in this house. The list of things that I have in my house include stereo equipment, recyclables, fishing equipment, lots of clothes, a lot of pet things. I have aquarium equipment galore, accoutrement of dog kennels and crates, a recycling of scrap metal that I've been saving. There's car parts that I've been saving in the backyard, thinking that that might be a money maker even though I haven't made money on it yet. There's maybe a few million things in my house.
I'm Andy, and I'm John's girlfriend. John is one of the kindest men I have ever met. He is sensitive, he's loving, he's giving. He's a whole, beautiful person.
I'm Mary Rose, and John is my dad. Honestly, my dad is like a total San Diegan surfer, like stoner, just wild child. Like, he lives unapologetically. And I admire him for that. I think that's really attractive to most people. Like, he just lives how he wants to live, and he's a very vibrant soul, but he's very disorganized. I think the first drug my mom used with us, like in our lives, was heroin. She lost her job, and she was like the breadwinner of the house. And then things really, really fell apart. We became very poor. This is when my dad started dumpster diving for food, for clothes, for stuff to sell at the swap meet. I've dumpster dived with my dad at very young ages, like 10, 11, 12. Like, I was in a dumpster getting stuff from the dumpster to put in his car. And the house is progressively getting worse and worse.
It stopped a lot of pain to have my marriage be over. The pain was beholding the suffering of someone that you care about, and they're helpless to help themselves. Mental illness and drug addiction was the problem. Infidelity also, you know. I've seemed to find security in things because they don't lie, cheat, or steal from me.
We are super excited to be here with you guys. John, his beloved Andy.
I am Carolina Harvey, professional organizer who specializes in hoarding.
We are really excited to get started. Today, we have a lot of work to do.
Let's do this.
I love it. Let's do this. Let's get it done. Everybody ready?
Ready? Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's go. All right, we're gonna get this thing started.
Let's go.
You're gonna have 4 things in front of you. We're gonna start this way.
Sure.
4 things in front of you, and only keep 1, and you're gonna get rid of 3.
Okay.
All right, you ready for that?
Let's
All right,
do it.
come on in, guys.
Turn it around.
So there's 4 things.
Uh-huh.
All right, how do you feel about the chair?
Throw it.
All
I
right.
mean, can I throw it?
Oh, go for it. Go for it.
Please?
Yes. Good job, John.
Woo!
Woo! That's awesome.
Feels good.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, come on
Okay.
up, guys.
Trash. Trash.
What about this?
Keep.
Okay, keep that.
Trash.
You guys got it?
Got it.
Do you want to keep this?
Yes, thank you very much. This is keep.
Hold on,
I can take to my storage.
You're giving yourself projects, though.
That's fine. I need to have some projects. It's going to be about putting things in picture frames. I want to do that.
I'm a little concerned because you are
You're going to be
keeping more
very
than...
concerned when you see how many of these boxes I have like this. Okay? You're going to be very concerned.
I would love to bring Dr. Zazio into this.
Well, you're slowing me down. I have a plan for this. Let's go. Let's keep going. I'm keeping this. Put it in the pile or keep. Let's go. Come on, let's
John,
move. Let's move.
John, I think because you're getting
She said I could
upset.
say this. She said I could say that I have a
Absolutely.
plan for this, and
Absolutely.
we're moving forward. So you're slowing me down.
Absolutely.
So please put it in my keep pile.
I would like Dr. Zazio to
I
come
hope
in.
I don't offend you.
I'm not
Okay, I'll tell
it's
her the
not
same
about me.
thing.
It's not about me.
Bring
it's
her
about
in.
you. Yeah, I think we need to, can we get Dr. Zazio, please?
I'm Dr. Robin Zazio. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in helping people who are struggling with hoarding behaviors. Hi.
Hey.
What's going on?
I think there's a balance of control here.
John,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this quick because I agree with you. You need to keep rolling. But I want you to hear what Carolina's saying.
Well, I
I
knew
think
that
what
I-
she's concerned
and-
about and why she's stopping is just because she's saying that if you look around you, the reality is 90%. Gotta hit a 90% rate. Andy, what's going on?
It's just a lot.
Yes, it is.
It's a lot, you know, everything was covered and now everything's uncovered and it's just a lot. I have my doubts.
You're scared.
How long do I do this? It's like being with an alcoholic, you know, how long do you live with an alcoholic until you've had enough?
Right.
And I'm really scared because I love him so much, but and I know he loves me, but you can only survive so much in a relationship, and I'm scared because I'm wondering if our relationship will be able to move forward if he takes steps backwards. I know it seems like he's gung-ho and let's do this, but I know him. I cleaned this house before.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you could eat off the bathroom floor. And then 2-3 months later, it was messy again, and I said, John, we spent hours doing this. And he said, would you think it was gonna last?
Oh, no.
And I have that ingrained. That happened like 5 years ago, and that's in my head, and I can't forget it, and I'm scared to death.
So I just really want to validate you, and I'm so glad that you're letting it out, and I'm so glad that you told me about this. So thank you for your vulnerability and being willing to share, because this is so, so important.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's the most important thing in my life right now.
Yeah. How do you think John's doing?
Not that great. Not if we're gonna get through today.
Well, what seems to be the problem?
Well, I mean, I don't know how long you've been here, at least an hour, and we're not even into the kitchen yet, really. And
I think she's worried about all the stuff that you're holding on to that she sees coming out.
Huh?
yeah, I am. I am. Because I want you to be healthy, and this is not.
She's here
I
out
wanna
of
keep
love.
going.
We're all here.
Right.
Would you give Andy and the organizers permission to go into your kitchen and remove the expired food?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
All right.
Great. For me, it was the worst part of the whole house. It's just nasty, really nasty. But it has to be done. And so now I'm getting it done pretty fast. I'm not gonna put up with any of this, so I just trash, 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 trash. Thank you for letting us do your kitchen, because that was really gross.
Yeah,
And
you're right.
now I can look forward to opening the cabinet and maybe getting some non-expired cranberry juice.
All right.
Thank
good.
you for trusting us.
You're welcome.
I love you.
You're so cute. We have so much cleanup happening at the same time. There's cleanup happening in the bedrooms, in the living room, in the backyard. Everyone is all hands on deck. There's so much chaos right now. The hauler guys are arriving to take the scrap metal. The maids are not coming. So SteriClean, the organizers, and myself have to step in and do what 5 or 6 maids would be doing.
You guys ready for this?
Hello, John,
Hi.
Andy. Come on in.
How beautiful.
Come on in.
Oh my God.
I got emotional because I saw comfort. I mean, I was in there for, I don't know, 10 seconds, and I felt like I was home.
We can hang out and make food and invite friends over. Like, we can just be a family.
Oh, man, you guys, that's
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Come on in.
Thank you so much. you guys. That's beautiful.
And you can sleep here tonight.
Amazing. I am blown away. Thank you so much for this.
I'm almost afraid to sit on the bed because it's just so beautiful. I can't wait to go to sleep tonight. It's beautiful.
In total, John let go of 18 tons of trash and 2.5 trucks of scrap.
It's everything I've ever wanted for him and for us. It's like one of the happiest days like I've ever had. It's gonna be a trip for my dad to wake up tomorrow morning, for sure. Yeah.
It was amazing to watch you just change your life right before our very eyes.
Yes, in a matter of days.
It's like a phoenix rising from the ashes right here. Thank you.
All right, you're
Thank
welcome,
you so
guys.
much.
See you guys.
This whole transformation is going to move our relationship forward. It's going to be amazing. It's really going to be amazing.
I'm Bonnie, and I'm a single mother of 2 teenage daughters. Every time I walk in my house, I get that sick feeling because I see everything around my house, and it just seems so overwhelming.
I'm Paige, and Bonnie is my mom. My house is a mess. It's gotten to the point where you can't even close doors. And if you're using the restroom, people will walk in. There's just no privacy at all.
My name is Blair, Bonnie is my mom. I would describe my house as full with clutter and things we don't need. The way we make food, we got a microwave, and that stays in the garage. We have to go out there into the garage, cook it, and then bring it back inside, which is just a hassle since we can barely get in the garage because of all the clothes on the floor.
Everything's falling apart. Can't get it fixed. We haven't had heat in my house in 8 years because I don't want anybody to come in to fix it. We only have one place we get hot water is our bathtub, so we end up washing dishes in our bathtub.
It's so unsanitary. I mean, imagine washing your dishes in the same place where you take a shower. It's just not cool at all.
I've had CPS to my house many times, actually. They would search my house, make sure there's closets and beds and everything else. And at that time, it was passable. I've always had the fear that they would come back and I would lose everything. My divorce was final 6 years ago. I went through a big depression. I shut down and I started hanging on things more, especially with the kids growing up. I hung on to stuff that they had and then it started accumulating. It just snowballed. I have no idea how everything got so far gone in my house. It seems like it just happened overnight. I want to have a happy ending. I want us all to be happy. I want us to be a good family. I don't want to lose either one of my children.
I don't like living in this house at all, and I don't want to be hurt anymore by this.
I let my children down. I did not give them the life that I promised myself I would give to my children.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Big crowd today.
I'm Geraldine Thomas. I'm a certified professional organizer specializing in chronic disorganization and hoarding.
So I want to know, what's your biggest fear?
Just seeing things leaving that we've been hanging on to for a long time, and some memories seem like they'll be leaving too.
Everything in this house is very densely packed.
We're going to have to let go of a lot of things, and if we don't, you could have authorities knocking on your door because of the condition of your home.
Right.
Blair, what's your goal of having all of this help here?
My goal is just to get rid of it all so we can have a clean house again.
And Paige, how about you?
My goal is to have less anger in my life because the house has created a lot of anger for me, so maybe I can be a calmer person and eventually go to college and then get on with my life.
Good for you.
Those are terrific goals.
All right, let's go ahead and get started.
It has been a while since I've been in, that's for sure. I had no idea whatsoever. It amazes me that there can be such a volume of anything in a house this small. They've kept this hidden very well. How have I ignored whatever hints they may have given me? How have I not known? It must have been terribly difficult on them to try to survive in conditions like that.
Hey. Hi, Warren. Somebody that I'm close with is seeing the real life that we've had. And it's scary. It's nice to have it open a little bit, but it's also, when he goes home and sees his wife, what's he gonna tell her? What's she gonna tell her brother, which is my ex-husband? Who else is gonna find out, and what retaliations is gonna come out of it?
I can't imagine what you're going through.
I trust Warren with everything, but this is not something that can be kept quiet anymore.
Oh my God.
What?
There's black mold right here. It's all buried underneath. We just never realized it. Oh my God. I need to get out of here. I'm starting to get really sick. Now that it's exposed, we now know that it's there, and I think our body is saying, oh, we should be reacting to that now, and you need to get out of the room.
I'm Dr. Michael Tompkins. I'm a licensed psychologist, and I specialize in the treatment of anxiety disorders and hoarding behavior. So let's get you in the shade, all right? Here, let me get you a chair.
All of a sudden, I don't feel good. Everything has mold, and I didn't know it was that bad. We were in there hanging out, sleeping in there with all of that, and I had no idea. And I can't.
That's okay. Our goal was to actually improve conditions so that this would not be a CPS reportable situation. And what that meant was making the kitchen usable and creating the bedrooms for the girls so that they can actually have their own spaces. And then we discovered the wild card. And the wild card in this house was a mold situation in the girls' bedroom. CPS, they're not necessarily going to remove your kids from you. They're going to remove all of you if they deem this home unsafe. So I'm probably going to call CPS for a consult, an anonymous consult.
Truthfully, I don't think it's 100% hit me yet. I got a sick feeling. I could lose my children altogether, lose my house. House can be condemned. A lot of work's got to be done, and I have no money to fix the problem because it's going to be a lot of damage.
But what if we get it fixed?
I don't have the money to fix it.
What's wrong?
We will be all removed from the home. It's not safe for anybody if they have to do like...
But we did not have all these people come out here just so they can kick us out of our home. They knew how bad it was, and they knew what was coming.
They didn't know about the mold.
I'm sorry, but I can't... Separating us is not going to solve anything either.
Paige, just hear me out, okay? We're going to pull up the carpets tomorrow and see how bad it is. If it's really bad, you guys can't sleep there. One of the things that CPS is going to want is you guys have your own places to sleep.
My kids are scared, they're upset, they're mad.
We don't have the money to move, we don't have the money to fix it. We're stuck in this house. We have nowhere to go.
This is a good outcome. In the girls' bedroom, the carpet was the main problem. The cement looks very good.
So, Bonnie, we have about an hour and a half before we're leaving. So all of this is coming back into your house.
The place to put it would be in the dining room. Does that sound okay?
Oh, you want to use
the dining room area
for
as a
storage place for the boxes?
I think you have way more than the dining room's going to hold. Right now, the organizers are bringing box after box after box in, and unfortunately, the boxes are 3 and 4 feet high. The bags are piled 3 and 4 deep. Bonnie is out of touch with how much stuff she owns and how much she needs to let go of to live safely in this home with her girls.
I called them, told them that the kitchen was usable now, the bathrooms are usable now, the girls' bedrooms are usable now, and they said, this is not a reportable event, so you're good.
Oh my God.
So you're good, so that's the good news. This is not going to result in a CPS report, but my primary concern is that the problem is going to slowly creep back, and there's a good likelihood that's going to happen if she doesn't get help. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Warren.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good job.
I'm Meryl, and I'm a hoarder, a saver, a squanderer. I think I do have some collections that are worth things, to me anyways. But I also know that I've overdone it a little bit. And now it's overtaking my life.
I'm Kevin. I'm Mel's husband. Me and Mel has been married since May 12th, 1990, so that would be 30 years. Some people would say, how can you deal with her? I love her. I really do, and I want to spend the rest of my life with her.
In 1997, we bought this home, and no sooner did we get it, but my mother had passed away.
She brought everything from her mother's house into our house. Her game plan was she's gonna decipher through what she wanted and what she wanted to throw away or give away. It never happened.
I have lymphedema, and it started to get bad, and before I knew it, I wasn't able to climb stuff anymore. I wasn't able to put things away anymore. I wasn't able to do stuff.
I'm Corey Chalmers, an extreme cleaner that specializes in biohazard and hoarding. Any other questions?
Nope.
All right, well, let's get started.
Okay.
All right.
I don't need it. I just want to say goodbye, that's all. Okay.
Have you said goodbye to your mom?
I know it's silly.
Why is it silly?
This is just a stupid little vase.
But it connects you to your mom, does it not? And so if this is something that you feel connects you to her, it's okay to keep it.
Okay, then I'd like to keep it, please.
All right, I think that's a good decision.
Home sweet home. Ooh.
Holy moly.
It's wonderful.
Wow.
I can't even believe it. It's so wonderful.
More than I expected.
Let you in. Come on in.
How are you? So I'm walking inside, and instantly this living room that I worked so hard on is completely full again. I just can't believe that she's gone from what we left her with to this mess. This is not how we left it, Meryl.
Would you believe me if I told you a little elf did it?
I think I know who that little elf is, but we'll get to that. So what happened to the wood floors that I worked so hard on to expose for you?
Well, some are still exposed. We still have the rugs that you cut very, very nicely got for us, and we still have those, and they're holding up beautifully.
How did it get full again like this?
One thing was we had a storage room, and we had in it several things that we wanted to save. Then all of a sudden, I got a notice saying it was going up to $300 a month. And I was like, what? So I
gathered up a gentleman, a local guy, and he helped me clear it out. And where else were we gonna bring it? Right here.
Why did you decide to bring stuff that had been in storage for years home and instantly clutter it back up? What about letting it go?
Well, I guess I could have, but...
You had a fully functional house. You had everything you needed here. You have probably paid thousands of dollars more than whatever the value of anything in there is. I would have hoped you would have said, you know what, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to let that storage unit go because I have everything I need at home.
I guess I could have, I think, because cabinets and closets, everything wasn't done. So as I slowly went through boxes and found things that I wanted to save, I couldn't put them right away because those things are still packed to the gills.
Do you save too much? That's my question to you. Are you still saving too much?
Well,
Before you answer
because
that,
if I emptied out that closet...
Before you answer that, look behind you.
Okay.
Do you save too much?
Yeah, maybe so.
No. How can you say maybe? What's your plan moving forward?
We've had a lot of things happening, and medically, we're not doing well. My husband's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and he also needs several surgeries. With me, my legs and feet are getting so bad that I can't even get in my car. It is so hard to walk. It feels like I have a rubber tire around both legs. And right now, they're probably about 100 pounds.
Okay, so with all that you just told me, what is your life plan?
We want to move. Our goal is to get out of here.
If I had a truck pull up right now, and I said, okay, the truck is going to take the 2% that you need for your new life, okay, and then everything else is just going to stay here, and the junk haulers will come get it all.
Yeah,
Could you do that?
Yeah.
100%?
Yeah, I am. My husband is not doing well, and I may be alone, and I don't have any kids. I think about it every night, and I am hurting too, and I don't know what the future holds.
I know, it's hard. It's good to see you stop with the comedy and be real, because you are facing a pretty big crisis here, Meryl. You really are, and I need that comedy to go away, because I need to know that you fully understand the situation that you're in, so it's good to see.
I think about it every night, and...
Yeah.
I take care of the bills, I take care of the dog, I take care of I try to cook. I mean,
Meryl, you're one person, and you're physically not doing well. Tell me what you want for the future and how this is limiting you.
Well, I put a lot of my effort and money into this house, and versus living somewhere with $6,000, what her and me know we can't afford. And $1,400 is a lot better than $6,000.
So you owe how much on the house?
$128 for the house and the equity line.
Okay, and how much is the house worth, you think?
Between $360 and $410.
You could have $200 and something thousand once this place sells.
You're right.
At $6,000 a month, that would go a long way. So my suggestion is to meet with a financial advisor, let him go through what you're faced with, what you want for your future, what the numbers are, and let him make a plan and help you make a plan. You're almost right back to where you were when we found you. Call me. I will give you my number. I can help you in any way I can, okay?
I appreciate that.
Of course. Why are you sad again? Tell me what's going on. Be honest with me.
I'm happy because you're on our side and helping us, and I appreciate that so much.
Of course I am.
And because nobody else bothers to help us at all.
I want to see you succeed. That's why we come and do this. Okay?
It's just so scary. Everything, that we hear from the doctors. I'm scared that I'm going to be alone in a few years. And that's a scary thought.
I get it. But this stuff isn't going to help you. I need you to understand that. None of this is more important than time with him, right? It can't be.
You're right.
Come on, give me my goodbye hugs.
Thank you so much.
You got it.
I love you very much, and I appreciate it.
I love you, so don't let me down. You take care of you and her. I'll check in with you, okay?
Okay, thank you. I
proud.
appreciate it. I'm going to. I may be able to do it, yes. I'm going to try. That's all I can do is try.
I'm Bob. I'm a commercial artist, and I've been restoring this Victorian house for 51 years. I love being a hoarder. I really do. I know it's a little crowded. It could be thinned out a little bit. I've got things that people can't even buy anymore. When you first walk into the front door, you see the stained glass windows in the door. You see the living room furnished with Louis V antique furniture. And you see the Victorian staircase that go up to the second floor. All the paintings I did here is of my best friends and relatives.
I'm Ken, and I'm Bob's friend. The outside of the home was stunning. It was this beautiful Second Empire-style house. But upon entering the home, I was completely distracted by the piles of trash and antiques that filled up all of the space. And in an odd way, it was still marvelous just to see the house hiding behind those things, because it really is a beautiful home.
I'm Dalton, I'm Ken's spouse, and I'm good friends with Bob, and I would love to help him get his house cleaned out. We're trying to mentally prepare him. Hey, if you want to open this as a museum, museums aren't cluttered, floor to ceiling.
If it's to be open to the public as a house museum, it needs to be navigable. And that is just simply not possible with more than half of the stuff still in the house.
I think I almost painted myself out of this house. There's so many paintings.
He paints daily if he can, and I'm always a little concerned that his paintings are just everywhere. I think really good estimate was probably done maybe over 3,000 paintings.
My occupation was a lot of things, but I was mostly always an artist. I met John in 1970. Eventually, we wound up living together. And then he started drinking and getting on drugs, and from there on, he went downhill so bad you wouldn't believe it. We had a joint bank account, and I found out later that he took all that money and he put it in banks all over the United States. He tried to poison me. He put antifreeze in my milk. He loosened all the bolts on my car. I mean, he pulled things left and right. John also gave me the AIDS. Thank God I was healthy enough and caught it right away. But then I had a nervous breakdown right after that. I would sit at my desk and tears would just come out.
That betrayal actually caused a lot of depression on Robert's part. It stuck with him over the years.
That's when I decided I'm going to make this house out to be the best museum in St. Louis.
He collected because it took the place of John. Robert started replacing John by buying things. The house became his obsession. The house became his life and his partner.
I love this house more than I think I ever loved anything.
In all possibility, that house became his partner for life.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
There's a lot of people. I'm Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. Because you're so creative and you're such a good artist, I mean, you're an amazing artist. And like any good artist, everything in this yard has potential. I mean, I'm literally standing on
My mosaic?
On your mosaics. The rest of the world would say that's trash. Right? But for you, you'll actually turn it into really nice art. I know that. The challenge is I got to get rid of some stuff.
Yes.
To make space. I think this is like any good masterpiece. We're not really sure how it's going to turn out. I hope this clean out is beautiful when we're done. Okay?
Let's go.
All right. Are you guys ready?
How did that kitchen get so messy, Robert?
It was very easy.
Now, see, if I'd been here, you'd have had that kitchen clean.
I know I would. You would have never let me do it.
I'm going to follow you through to the kitchen.
Oh, that smell.
Yeah.
The smell is, it's there.
Oh, God.
Yeah. He's got a queasy stomach, so.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, then this is going to be fun.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he may need to go out.
Hey, you gonna make it or no?
Oh, the smell is overwhelming. Yeah, no, I need to see
If you need
this,
to not, if you need to not go in there, tell me, okay?
We will push on. We need to see how bad this is.
I got a stronger stomach than him,
Yeah.
so I'll definitely see it. But
Ken and Dalton are the executors of this trust, and it's important that they actually see how Bob is living because they are actually legally responsible for him. All right, so they paused for a second just so we can come in and see it.
I can't.
Ken lasted about 5 seconds. He ran past me. Actually, more elevated past me. He just took off.
It smells terrible.
yeah, no. You want to keep going out of the house?
I have never smelled anything that bad. Oh, my God.
I will hold my breath.
I shouldn't laugh.
My stomach, I just started retching. There were so many bugs and mold and God knows what, just everywhere. Once the surface has been moved and you can see what's under it, the garbage that's probably 10 or 20 years old, it just hit me that this is a much, much worse situation than I ever imagined it would be.
I don't know if that's maggots or rice.
Ooh, that looks like maggots.
Oh, it's maggots.
That's for sure maggots.
That's maggots.
That is not
That's
rice.
That rice is moving. Oh, that's
Yeah,
gross.
Dr.
even for
Zazio
me.
was not exaggerating.
No, that's pretty rough.
Oh, my.
This is not lazy. Like, this is not doable by yourself.
No, not at all.
'Cause it's pretty thick.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
a
it's pretty
foot
dense.
of trash, kind.
It's a foot, yeah. We're standing on a foot of trash. And years and years and years of depression. And that's what this is. You know, I didn't really understand until we got back outside and I could see it in Ken's eyes. I mean, he was truly concerned for Bob.
He's been living this way for so long and
yeah,
he's such a great
So you're
person.
having the normal reaction. Bob doesn't feel that way. Ken really cares about Bob. And what I'm happy about is that you could see how much it actually bothered Ken. And so that actually means, hey, he really does care about Bob.
I had seen it before they started cleaning, and the smell wasn't as bad, but once they took off that top layer and I could see the garbage that was 10 and 20 years old, I can't believe you live this way. It breaks my heart for you.
Don't do that to me.
No, Bob, I care about you and I look up to you and I want you to have a peaceful life, and this is not peaceful. This needs to change.
I know that.
I'm Dr. Robin Zazio. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in helping people struggling with hoarding behaviors. In the very beginning, Ken mentioned that his whole goal was to get this house into museum shape, that they want to get this house restored. At this point, I think his focus has changed, and he's more concerned about getting the house in shape for Bob. There's going to be so much involved in moving forward, and I'm so glad that you're here. It really was a miracle from God that you were able to become friends with Bob, because I think that if it wasn't for you, that he would have died in this hoard. Because some of the things, Bob, that you did tell me is that the condition specifically of the kitchen was caused by a mental breakdown and a very, very severe depression. And while I have worked, 25 years with people who are depressed, it's not typical that they will go into this type of state. But essentially, he gave up. Can I?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, I haven't let it out yet, but...
I'm just gonna ask if I could have a little bit of time with you, Bob, alone.
Sure.
Would that be okay?
Yes.
Bob is starting to sob, and it's primarily because all the memories of his trauma and his depression is starting to come up. I hope with that and the cleanup, it's not too much for him.
So halfway through the cleanup, we've still got a pretty full upstairs. Here is my biggest concern. It turns out you got about $500,000, if not more, worth of paintings in the basement. That's a significant asset. And having them in the basement where they can get destroyed by water is concerning to me. Can you guys tell us what you guys did last night?
Yeah, last night we rented a temperature-controlled storage unit with security. It is large enough to fit a good portion of your paintings.
No, that's fine with me.
Okay.
Great.
So, Bob, all the stuff, whether it be in the basement or going to a storage unit, what is the end goal with all these paintings?
I said all abstracts can be sold to make profit for the museum.
Okay.
But none of the landscapes can be sold, correct?
Nope.
You've put a block on the best paintings, the ones that would catch the most money.
I know.
Why do you not want any of the landscapes or portraits to be sold?
Because I think the museum will profit from it.
Do you think that you're being realistic in this plan, is what I'm
Maybe
saying?
not, but I still want to do that. I'm sorry. You know.
No, it's your stuff. We're here to honor you,
No.
but we just also want to be the voice of truth and reality, too.
Mm-hmm. The reason why I'm doing that is because I really want this to be outstanding, and the way I visualized it.
His vision of this living museum is now really distorting reality. And in other hoarding situations, you would push harder. But this dude had a stroke. He has cancer. He's 87. Like, at some point, it's not healthy to push this man. And he's got one vision: to make this house a living museum before he passes away. I don't know that it's going to come to fruition while he's alive, because he's holding on to too many things. I was your cleaner. Now I'm your friend. I'm going to tell you, these couches are nasty, and they don't equate to the rest of your vision.
Just look at the floor alone. There's rodent waste all over the floor. There's cat waste on the floor. I mean, we're all standing in it.
I've been doing this 20 years, and I've never gotten sick in a house, and I've got an eye infection after 2 days in this house. Everything is covered in cat urine and mouse feces. And he's like, there's nothing wrong here. And I'm like, dude, I've got an eye infection because of your house. It's dirty. I want this ultimate museum to be the vision that you have, and I think some of the furniture is holding us back.
I don't care. They belong to the museum, and I'm not going to get rid of them. Let's clean this part out, because this room has a claw tub, a sink, and a toilet, and it's all in one.
Our goal was to make this whole house, and I'm talking to all three of you.
You're not going to be able to do it.
It's a big job. We didn't get it done. But I don't think any of us can leave unless we have a safe space for you.
Well, that's it.
Okay. He wants to be able to probably get into a bed and actually just go to bed like a normal person. And so he was voicing that, and I was glad he did.
Okay, let's go.
One last push, guys. Let's do it.
Hi, Bob.
What do you think, man?
Welcome to your home. Come on in.
You did more work than I thought you did.
I'm beautiful. Oh, my God.
What are y'all thinking?
Oh, God. I'm sorry.
Don't make me cry.
No, I can't help it.
I can't either. So I'm going to stand back here. I could see that the house is becoming what it should have been in the first place. I'm watching it being restored, renewed, a new life.
It looks like a Victorian house, really. They did a great job putting the stuff in.
Your ceilings are actually some of my favorite art that you've done. And now that we're clearing the house out, ironically, it gives us space to look up now. And I'm seeing things I didn't see before. You don't even see the ceilings in this house for the first 4 days, and then all of a sudden you clear it out and you're like, is that a baby's head on the ceiling? Like, there's all this artwork that he has done, hand-painted. I mean, this house is incredible.
Oh, a bed.
You know, throughout this whole process, we quickly realized that we had to put kind of the vision of the house museum on the sidelines and make sure that you had a safe, clean place to live. I'm so happy that you could be so blessed to have this.
I am too.
Bob told me that he's been praying for a miracle for years, and two came, Ken and Dalton, and I think he's really lucky to have them.
It's so high up. Oh, God.
We'll have to get you a stool.
Yes. Oh.
We have all of the sell pile down in the basement. Auctioneers will be coming out to sell those items, and as they do, Dalton and I will be working with Bob to bring items from the second floor down to the basement, bring auctioneers back out, and we'll probably have to do this a handful of times. But I think that Bob now sees his house as the beautiful vision that he once had.
I just hope people get to see his art because it's a special thing. My life is different because I got to be here this week.
I guess I could get used to sleeping up here.
I'm Eileen. I have 6 boys, 4 are living here. James, who's 18, David, who's gonna be 17, Ronnie's 14, and Josh is 11. And I have a lot of stuff in my house.
My name is Ron, I'm Eileen's husband. Living the way we live is just not normal for anybody. Basically, to me, it's like living in a trash pile.
My husband and my children have been on me for quite a long time to fix the problem, but how come you won't help me to fix it?
She always says nobody helps her, but when you try to help her, she freaks out. You know, when you throw something away.
Not in that bag, not in that bag, not in that bag. Not in that bag.
I'm James, I'm 18, and I'm Eileen's son. It's very crazy in that house, to say the least.
They always say you yell. Yeah, I do, because when I talk, you sit there like I'm not talking. But when I yell, I at least get your attention.
She starts yelling, I just kind of sit there and look at her and just tune it out.
I'm Steven, and I'm 20, and I'm Eileen's son. It's been 2 years since I've lived in that house. When I left, it was pretty cluttered. It's kind of gotten to the point to where they got to do something about that house because it's not getting any better. It's just been getting worse and worse and worse.
Steven said if the house doesn't get cleaned up, that he's going to call the health department to have his younger brothers taken away because this is not a good environment for them to live in.
They're my younger brothers, and they need a better life. They need a clean house, and it's really hard seeing them live in that house.
I am not worried if they were to come in and say, we're going to take your kids away, because it would be a very good lesson for them to learn.
I'm a fireman. If we came to a house with the living conditions were bad enough, as professional firefighters, we're all mandated to report it. You know, you're supposed to take action, but you just don't want to take action. My children would have to be taken away, so that's my dilemma.
I think if my dad would have done something a long time ago, it would have helped resolve a lot of the problems that there are now.
I haven't been strong enough to nip it in the bud before it even got started. I love my kids more than anything else in this world. I just want them to have a normal life.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Woo! This is a glorious day. However, we've got a bit of a disastrous situation on the inside of this house.
My name is Dorothy Brenninger, and I am a professional organizing expert. I specialize in hoarding.
How fast this whole 2 days goes is dependent on who? All of us. Where most hoarders will say, well, something happened and I'm responsible for it, Eileen likes to blame not only her husband, Ronald, but also her children. This is all somebody else's fault. Okay? Are all of you ready to go? Yes. Okay, that way. What I'd like you to do is start gathering up some things, and we'll sort it outside, not in here.
Okay.
So you can see we're coming down this way because we want to get access to the bedrooms.
And to that door, yeah.
All right, Mr. Firefighter. I would like for you to tell me, as a firefighter, what would you be required to say to a family with a front door like this?
Better clean it up or somebody's gonna die when there's an emergency.
Ron, our heroic firefighter, actually said, this is a death trap. Ron, you live here. Sir, get a voice. When it comes to a death trap, get a voice.
My voice is not heard.
I just don't understand why he won't take a stand for himself, his family, and his home.
Yeah.
Trash?
Nope. Keeps the case.
Could we, donate 2 of these and keep one?
Put them in the bag and throw them in there.
You don't need any of those.
Steven,
Mom.
move on.
Oh.
Steven, move on.
It's a broken Lego. You don't need it.
Steven, it's not broken. I told you, I sat over there this morning and I knew what every single piece goes to.
Okay. I don't get where the logic is in anything that she says or does.
So here's one box that you've sorted through. These are all kids' balances.
Yes, because I have a thing that I'm going to make for my granddaughter.
Your granddaughter doesn't live here. Josh and Ronnie, they
I'm
all
about ready
live...
to walk away, Steven. We're gonna get nothing done because I'm gonna get pissed off and I'm gonna walk away. No, don't raise your eyebrows like, oh, good, well, I'll take care of it. I have loved that child. I have done everything for him.
My name is Dr. Robin Zazio. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in OCD and compulsive hoarding.
Eileen, do you think it's safe to say that they just don't know what to do?
My problem with all of my children, and Steven included, is they think they're the parent, and that's how they talk to me and treat me.
Eileen blames everything on the boys. She's not taking any responsibility for all the stuff she's brought in the house. They have really been worn down.
I think this whole thing is a trash bag. She's not gonna think that, though.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a Steven bag. I know it is. Look at that, brand new.
This is
no, but it's not. Is he not intelligent enough to look and know that it's
not
full
yell at
with
me?
CDs? Oh, there's my yams for my cinnamon marshmallows. Steven, you should go away right now. You should go away.
Steven continues to be pinned as the bad guy and the scapegoat. The reason why is because he's the only one that's challenging Eileen.
I wouldn't throw your stuff out there, you know I wouldn't.
Everybody else avoids her, lets her keep stuff that clearly should go because they don't want to deal with her anger.
I'm gonna go wash my own off.
Can we have somebody do it for you so that you can...
Please, please. I need a timeout because I'm gonna beat the out of him if I don't.
We now have a second crisis because your entire house is now sitting in your backyard. The junk crew right now is simply putting all of your stuff back in boxes, which is going to go back in your house again. What I've noticed is that when your family challenges you, you stop them. And you use a lot of anger to get them to back off, and it's been very effective. I've also seen with you, Ron, that you don't want to make any decisions about the stuff that is in your home.
I don't know what to do.
Okay. Are you afraid of Eileen?
Easier for me to just give her away.
But if you keep shying away, then she can keep using that to control this situation. As long as he continues to do that, it's not going to bring them together as parents and a united front to bring this family back together. What are the decisions that Ron could make without you?
Electronics. I don't know anything about the electronics.
Okay, good. We've got a whole pile over there. Ron, electronics, boys, that way. Okay? Thank you.
I can honestly say I don't know what it went to because I don't know where it came from.
It looks like it goes to a monitor.
So where are all the computer monitors?
They're already dealt with. Your husband dealt with them already.
Are they gone? That's what I'm asking. Are they gone? Did you get rid of all the monitors, Ron? You know what? I'm done dealing. I need to do this alone. I just need to do it alone.
She gave Ron full permission, her husband, to handle the electronics. And now, because she sees this bottom and it's not attached to a monitor, she wants to know why. Fact of the matter is, it's the end of the day, and I have one half truck. That's it.
No.
You know what, Steven? Get off the truck and leave me be.
Mom.
Not nuts like everybody thinks.
Mom.
This box, I can put notebooks in because it says notebooks, and I know that my books and stuff that I have are gonna fit exactly in that box, and I don't have to worry about it.
I saved some of those for you.
She saved you over 100 boxes,
And some just like this.
Yeah. Eileen, listen.
It's respect. That's what it's about.
Eileen, nobody's trying to disrespect you.
No.
You don't need to keep holding on to all these boxes.
Not saying, oh, I can't let go of any of my boxes because, oh my God, I'll die without my boxes.
Eileen, but that's the way you're acting, Eileen.
Do not make this about, I have this obsession with boxes.
Well, that's
Well, you
what
are
I'm
hoarding
trying to
boxes.
do.
Yeah, you are. But that's what you're doing.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm very fixated on how I want to get things done and be able to get it done for once in my life.
Wow, am I frustrated. But you know what? This is the illness. We've not done anything except give her family space to live in and package this up in a way that's organized so that when the aftercare people come in, that they can help her as best they can.
When I got here, this was clearly a CPS situation. Now it is a safe home for the kids to live in. The problem is, Eileen did not get rid of anything. At this point, unless she starts to acknowledge that she has a problem that needs to be treated, her prognosis is very poor.
My name is David, and I like to collect things. I think it's partly because we were very poor when I was a kid. So I like to have nice things. Collector plates, Tiffany-style lamps, Christmas figurines.
My name is Elizabeth, and I'm David's wife.
I maybe resent being called a hoarder, but if you define it, I'm probably a hoarder. The kitchen, nobody uses it anymore. So it's not a real priority to clean it up. TVs came out when I was about 10, and so I've had TV almost my whole life, and I just got addicted to it. I like to buy stuff on sale. I hate paying full price for anything. But Elizabeth, if she wants it, she'll pay full price.
The doctor said the house had to be cleared out or he would have the fire department come and condemn it.
It pissed me off.
David doesn't see the necessity of getting rid of stuff. It doesn't bother him, but it bothers me terribly. We have 3 daughters. My girls have delighted me from the time they were born. I'm a proud mom. Yeah.
The girls won't bring their kids over here. They don't come over here either.
When I got home, I had to wash all the dishes, and just standing by the sink, I felt faint because I was so exhausted.
I was pissed. Elizabeth's doctor laid down an ultimatum. The house was not healthy for Elizabeth, and it had to be cleaned up. And he said, if it's not, I'm going to call the authorities in and have the place condemned. She just is thinking of herself all the time. It's just me, 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 me.
I couldn't clean anymore. Physically, I'm not able to cook. I just decided I can't live here anymore.
I'm Natasha Sharma. I'm a therapist with a doctorate in clinical psychology. I specialize in behavioral disorders, including hoarding.
My name is Effie Terry. I'm an organizing expert, and I specialize in ADHD and hoarding disorder.
Good morning, everyone. So great to see you all. We are here to help you reclaim your house and reclaim your life.
No pressure.
Natasha?
I'm good to go.
Let's do this.
All right.
Pass.
talking about, the nice green.
If it's a yes, let me know. Otherwise, I'll put it at the top here.
No, no.
Pillows that have got like soil marks on them and weird stains?
Throw it out.
There's no insignia, so.
No,
no.
it's plastic.
No, they can go.
No, I don't want it.
That's garbage.
Significant document.
That's not significant.
Oh, okay. No, I'm keeping it.
Why do you want to keep that?
It's a pay slip.
From your retired job? What's the year on it?
Yeah.
2011.
I have all my pay slips back from when I started working, so I just have them in case I need them for something, so.
What might you need them for?
Show what income I was making during certain periods.
Okay.
Might need it for court or something. You never know.
When you say you never know, you're right. You never know. We can't predict everything. We can't control everything. So if you try, it's just going to become overwhelming, and this is all going to happen again.
Might throw them out later. I don't know. Not today.
So you're not going to do it?
No,
Why not?
because I don't want to.
Do you want the house to go back to looking like this after we've packed up and gone?
Hopefully not.
Okay, that's good. Do you think you could try putting it into the trash? I'm going to ask you, do this for me. I want you to take the
I
document
don't think
out.
we're at that point in our relationship.
I want you to do it for me then.
You know what? That's a really good point. If you're not going to do this for me, if you're not going to do this for you or for me, can you do this for her?
I think I do it for you before her.
Well, that's sad of you. It's not a joke, Dad.
What's really happening here is that Kathy is feeling like that document is more important than her.
I would like you to move past this and not have to talk about every single paper. So I just want you to put it in the bag because you really don't need it. Like, you have to trust me that I know that you don't need that.
One document. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's a great start, but we have a whole house to get to.
The couch that's in the hallway, the flowered couch, are we okay to get rid of that?
Yeah.
It's okay to get rid of it.
Yeah, don't throw it out. That was my grandma's couch. It's
What
an
do you want to
antique.
happen
What are we going to do with it?
Donate it to somewhere.
Okay.
How are you feeling after this, or just checking in to see how you're doing?
It's quite overwhelming, really.
What's overwhelming, Elizabeth?
You have to ask. Yeah.
It's a
Everything.
lot.
Everything.
It's a lot.
As the afternoon unfolds, I see momentum building. Things are coming out of the house and decisions are being made.
Oh, yes.
But they're also spending a lot of time on each item, and it's really creating a bottleneck in the process. How do you feel this is going?
Slowly.
Mm-hmm. What's holding it up?
I think having to go through every single item and inspect it.
Do you see the amount of stuff that's
Yeah.
coming out? Do you
Yep.
see it as a problem, or do you see it
There's a
as
lot of
okay?
stuff.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff, for sure.
I'm not interested in emptying out the house specifically, really.
No,
Like,
you
there's
can't have
things
an empty
that
house.
I don't think we need to get rid of.
Sure, but you don't even live in this house anymore. So what you need is for what's in your residence.
Yes, but
Right?
this is my home too. So
Sure, but you don't need to use it as a storage unit.
Well, I can though.
Why are we here?
I don't care what she thinks.
How's it going?
I think we're keeping too many things.
Okay. What are you keeping?
Everything. What if your family doesn't want it?
Somebody will want it. If you don't want it, Sheila will take it.
I don't think so. I can speak for my sisters knowing that what they would want, but he just has to listen to me.
Okay. You can listen again.
No, I'm not listening. We're done listening today.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But
Garbage. What's this? Do you know what this is?
So I'm done if we're not listening anymore. That mat of keep is going to fill up very quickly. There are many, 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 many more boxes coming.
You know what else feels good? hugging your grandchildren in your home.
Okay,
Right.
I try.
Okay.
In our family, we don't really communicate that well with emotional things.
I don't have to get rid of everything just because they're here. There's gray, there's
You
pink.
live in one room,
Yes.
one bedroom.
I'm not bringing them with me.
Okay,
You're
this-
putting those with things that I want to keep.
Sometimes their possessions mean more than our opinions. We just want what's best for them, and we're trying to tell them that.
Well, you have to make the decisions.
I'm not going to make any
that you don't
decisions.
want these things. Because if
I'm-
you don't make the
I
decisions,
wanna
you're
go
going to
home and
continue
eat.
buying them.
I'm leaving.
Grow up, you know? Be the adult here. For once, be the adult.
We've got a whole lawn of decisions and a whole bunch of stuff more to bring out. We need to hustle, all of us.
Can you give permission to make full decisions about everything that's on the lawn?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yes. Yucky.
Yes, yucky. Mice were in here too. They're everywhere.
This is garbage. These are garbage. Garbage. I don't even want to look in it. Let's keep this, and maybe one day he'll use it. Garbage.
Yeah, I'm keeping those. Oh my gosh.
Elizabeth is walking down memory lane. She's getting bogged down in photos, and it's understandable, but it's really slowing her down because she's reminiscing about every single one of them.
And I'm not interested in talking to you because you upset me.
Okay. He's kind of watching, he's observing, but he seems adamant he's not going to give away his lamps. If you can give away one of these lamps, you will have shown real change.
Okay, we'll let her have this one.
Okay. Once he realizes it wasn't that hard to let it go, maybe he can get there again and start giving more stuff away.
Wow, look at that floor shine.
Unbelievable.
There you go. That looks a
Wow.
little better, eh?
Looks a lot better.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's all tidy now and bright and cheery.
Oh,
wow.
My fine china's out. Wow. What did they do? Amazing.
They cleaned.
It was a shock. It was absolutely beautiful. I thought I was in a show home or something. Oh, wow.
Wow.
It was a mess and it was dangerous. We needed to change it. Now we have a fresh start and I'm going to try and not recreate it.
A flood of memories came back. I hadn't seen them for such a long time. It was down memory lane for me, really. I felt just tears of joy.
Your new bedroom, new and improved.
Wow, it's nice. Whoa.
By seeing the end result, I'm hoping that that will help them overcome those feelings of loss.
I just adore the three of you. And you're what has made me happy. The most treasured part of my life is going through the years that I spent with you. And those are the memories that I want to remember forever.
And you will, having us around, having the grandkids around.
Yeah.
And now we can make more memories coming into this house.
Yes, right.
This is a very positive change for both of you.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. It's really good. And we hope that, yeah, you'll spend more time over here if you can.
our new house.
You seem pretty excited.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Grandpa.
Scarlett, how are you?
Good to see you.
My grandkids coming over, they usually don't do that, so to have them over was just amazing.
All right, you absolutely have to eat something or you're not going to school. So there's your fruit.
My name is Julie.
Okay, you guys, we have 10 minutes.
I am 45 years old, and I'm a mom and a photographer.
Put your seatbelt on.
Taylor, take the ball.
I had never heard the word hoarder until 2 days ago. Do I believe I am now? Yes. I am disgusted. It almost makes me want to throw up. I mean, it's sickening.
My name is Jennifer, and I'm 26 years old, and I am Julie's oldest daughter. The house is, the best word that I would use is chaotic. When I was there, I was very, very lost, and I was wrapped up in her world and enabling her to continue to live like that. And I was drowning in her chaos.
This is horrible. It's embarrassing. And the fact that I try to do something about it and I can't makes me feel worse about myself.
My name is Mark. I'm 48 years old, and Julie is my ex-wife. Things really started going downhill fairly early in our relationship. We definitely would fight, about the mess. Definitely led to some pretty, severe arguments.
When you're a single parent of 4 kids with no job, all of a sudden, everything you have becomes important. It becomes what you have and all you have. And so it's very hard to let go. I feel in my heart that the one that is hurt the most is Jason, my son.
I'm Jason, I'm 17, and Julie's my mom. I moved out because I didn't have a room since it was so messed up. It's just a bad situation. For like a couple years, she said every day that she would clean my room, and then she's been saying that for like a year, and it hasn't been clean.
Over time, it started saying, well, you need to stay with your dad for a week so I can clean your room. And then he would call me crying and saying, I want to come home. But I couldn't get it done.
It's just sad because I love her and I hate seeing her like this.
If it were up to me, the kids would not be staying there now in the condition that the house is in. I mean, they're fantastic kids. I just think their lives would be a lot better if they didn't have to live in that mess.
Hello, everyone. How are we today?
Good.
Good. Glad to hear it. My name is Sarah Barica, and I am a certified professional organizer. Dr. Zazio is going to work with Julie.
My name is Dr. Robin Zazio. I am a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in compulsive hoarding.
And I also want to emphasize the respect that we need to have for the items that we are going to be moving in the house, okay? These belong to Julie and the girls, and I don't want anybody to disrespect these items.
Thank you, and there's a lot of valuables in junk, so
yes,
it's I apologize for that, but that's the way it is.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Thanks, everybody.
This is sick.
Okay.
Absolutely
so
sick.
The white couch goes?
All that, I mean, obviously it's gross, it has to go, so it's going. Look,
You want
Mom,
these?
I know, I just need to go through it
Yeah,
though.
but the bag is disintegrated. That's why I have them.
I know.
Yeah,
but I
you know
just feel
what?
good if I go through
Carol,
it.
it's fine to bring it up and she can go through it. That's a great idea. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm just not very good at like letting people do things for me.
Right, right. And you know what? That's why this process is so important for you, because you can't do it all.
Are they not able to start in there because Sarah and I haven't gone through the front?
People are getting started.
That's where all the valuable stuff is. I would die if some of that stuff broke.
Let's shift and let's go in the front.
I'm
okay?
sorry. That's where all the breakable stuff is in the pile, the clothes, so that it wouldn't break. Is everybody?
I don't know.
Okay, now I have anxiety.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
This is not okay. This is where I hid all the stuff.
All right, no.
I have like video cameras and like glass and breakable stuff.
All right.
And I didn't want it to break.
I just
so
want her
I
to
mixed
get a
it in
glimpse
with
of the room,
clothes.
okay? Okay.
Okay.
Just take a second. Take a second, right?
My $6,000 lenses were in the piles of clothes that are out there.
Okay.
So that's why I'm freaking out, sorry.
Okay. What do you have in your hands right now? Are these things
The
that...
most valuable thing to me.
Okay, why don't you hand them to me?
I feel badly for her, but I know that this is what needs to happen. But at the same time, I feel it too. I feel really overwhelmed at the same time.
Do you want to have a seat?
No, I just want them out of my living room for a second till I can find my wedding ring.
I'll do
Is
that.
okay?
I'll take care of that.
Okay. Sorry.
Hey guys, come on out.
Mom.
What?
Can we open it? Do you want me to do that in there? Yeah. I'll go through.
I'm really upset.
Everything's fine. I'll go through. I'll go through everything. You know, I'll go through everything.
I mean, my cameras were on the floor. My lenses are in there.
So what's going on?
Well, I thought I said we need to go through that stuff because my wedding ring is in there. And
Okay.
my $6,000 photo lenses and my cameras are in there.
Okay. Who's in the living room right now?
Everyone was. Every single person that is here was in there picking up my piles that my stuff was in. See, I
Okay.
put it in clothing so that it wouldn't get broken.
Okay. Julie,
Oh,
come here.
Sorry, I'm so upset.
I know, come here though.
I don't know where my lens is.
Okay. Julie is getting increasingly anxious. She's overwhelmed. She is getting very, very distracted by a lot of emotional issues that she's having.
In here.
Okay, so here's a box that we can use.
You know, for the first hour, I got an A, and right now I'm getting an F.
No, you're at a D- right now.
Oh.
Everybody hold up for a second.
No, it's okay. Just
Everybody stop.
Can you imagine what these people think of me? There's a few friendly neighborhood spiders.
Okay, we highly recommend you use masks. This smell, I can smell it through my mask. It's extremely strong.
The garage smells really, really bad. It's full of poop, whatever else it is that I'm sure we'll find. It smells really bad, really bad.
That is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life, ever. This is why I hate cats. We don't have cats, but they came in here. I'm speechless about how much stuff was in here. And I knew that it was, so I was just paralyzed with I was overwhelmed completely. I'm trying to take care of 4 kids and a house. I couldn't do it. And I felt like a failure.
Okay, you found your wedding video?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Ready? I mean, I think I need to let go of it all. It's the only way to get better. Jennifer, this is taking every ounce of trust I have in you.
I know, and
You know that, right? Jennifer. Jennifer?
This is
Jennifer,
my garbage.
did you go through this?
Yeah.
Are you sure? So let me get through this.
No, it's fine, Mom.
This is not from the garage, right?
It is from the garage. What are you talking
No,
about?
this is from
I
Jason's
just
room.
saw her do it. It's from
The
the
beanie?
garage. Yes.
That
I
one is
swear to
different.
God on my
Okay.
life.
Here, just
this
give
is-
it to me. That's my underwear.
This is from first grade.
No, it's not. Taylor, and this is my stuff.
This is stuff from the garage.
No, it's not.
I put this here.
That is not.
Those underwear were in the box
mine.
in the garage.
No, they're not.
Yes, they were.
This is the
They're
most
striped
embarrassing
underwear.
conversation I've ever had in my life, and I'm ready to leave. So let's go.
It's fine. I promise you. I wouldn't lie to
Can you
you.
get them now? Or
I
I'm gonna
wouldn't-
leave. And I wish someone would respect what
I-
I'm saying at the moment.
I can understand that you're upset, and I understand
No,
that
you
you're
can't.
upset. No, I can see that you were physically upset. I understand that you were upset.
Then don't argue with me when I say something.
I'm not arguing with you.
It's just that I've been so
But
good
I can
about
explain
letting
it.
everybody
You've
do
been
everything.
awesome.
And I say one thing
you've been
and I get
incredible.
this.
You've been incredible. You've got all your family here to
I
support
don't want
you.
my family right now because they're the ones that embarrassed me.
Okay, but that wasn't intentional, right?
It wasn't that my underwear was in the truck or my stuff was in the truck. It wasn't that it was thrown away. It's that no one trusted me enough to believe me. You know what I would love? Is if I came over here and you're right. You're like, right, if my mom says that that's not from the garage, then she knows it's not, because I do know.
I was really nervous that she was going to walk away because we're so close and we've worked so hard. And I understand where she's coming from, but I was scared.
Do you want those to give to me?
Here. Where's she from?
Part of the problem is just relocating stuff, which we don't want to do. Have you walked through here yet?
No, I don't want to right now though, because I want to appreciate it as much as I really want
Okay,
to. Because I'm just in a very bad place at the moment.
Okay, let's keep working in here with what time we have left.
There is a lot of garbage that we forgot on the side.
Okay, then go.
Can we get it out?
Just go.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Okay, good.
My mom wanted things that she didn't want anybody to touch in here, and it was just her safe room to keep stuff.
I feel like your room is the one room that's been neglected. It's up to you, but I want to know if you want us to go over or you to go over and to tell her, Mom, it's time to work on my room and I'd like you to focus on that.
Jennifer begged me to do this really fast, and then I will, okay, right after this.
This is all
too.
garbage.
No, it's not. Can you not? I need you to not come in here and start directing things, okay? I need you to just let me do this.
So you're not
Because
gonna
it's important to Jennifer. Yes, I am going to do your room.
So, Taylor, how are you feeling about Mom saying that she's just going to go ahead and take care of that on her own?
Well, she has to promise me that she's actually gonna do it and get all of her
Do you
stuff
trust
out.
or not? If you don't, tell me now and we'll go do it.
Let me tell you what my concern is that yesterday you said you were going to take care of it and nothing happened.
You know why? Because I decided I needed to sleep because I hadn't been to bed for 3 days. So I thought they'll understand that I can do it today.
Okay.
Will you be confident that I really will do that?
My mom promised me that she was gonna clean it, so it's gonna get cleaned just like the rest of the house.
My concern about Taylor, Jason, and Kylie is that they're really hoping that this is going to be the end. And we're not at the end. Certainly we made remarkable progress, but there's a long ways to go.
I haven't seen the closet in a long time. I'm just looking. Sorry.
There's a closet here, huh?
I'm really happy with my room. I was surprised that, because I've never seen my room clean in 3 years, and it's all set up, and yeah, I'd be happy to stay here.
Hopefully she's taken something from this and we could move forward with it, but I know that it's, I mean, no one's gonna change in 2 days.
I don't have any question at all about my being able to keep it clean. I mean, that's not an issue for me. What the issue is the emotions that this brought out. I have to get help for.
My final role with Julie will be to ensure that she continues to follow up with aftercare with a specialist in compulsive hoarding, but also to work in conjunction with a personal organizer to keep her house in order.
Dr. Zazio very effectively removed the block, but removing the block also removed all those emotions that came with it. And so right now, those are right here. And that's what I have to, from this day forward, seek help for. I don't need a maid, I need a psychiatrist.
My name is Coral. I was born in South Africa. I come from a family of teachers, mostly school teachers. I'm a fiber artist. I do upholstery, make soap. I'm an herbalist. I do canning and preserves. I'm an avid reader. I play the big double bass. I suffer from enjoying doing too many things. When you come to my house, it's not even easy to get into because you have to step up into the house because the rotting deck had to be pulled out. The downstairs kitchen makes me feel really sad. For a year or so, we had a gas leak, we had rodent problems, and it just stopped being a place that anybody was willing to use. The living room used to be the gathering point for the family, but now it's just filled with crap. The upstairs kitchen is the same way, congested. The city sent a list of things that needed to be upgraded or repaired. The biggest fear is that the financial crap will take us down.
My name is Jade, and I am Coral's middle daughter. My mom is probably the most unique person. She's never afraid to be herself, and she's full of knowledge, so full of talent, so full of skill. The reason I moved out a year ago is because I couldn't take the rats anymore. They were eating my clothes. They were dying on my floor. I had to get out, and I left it as it is, and I'll take full blame for that.
My name is Kendra, and I'm Coral's daughter. The thing about my mom is she was a stay-at-home mom for 20 years, and now she's done raising her kids. But in the past 4 years, she just hasn't been able to move forward with the idea that she doesn't have to do that anymore.
My name is Michael, and I am Coral's husband. Every time she went to a yard sale or a secondhand store and saw something in really good shape, she couldn't leave it there.
My name is Tanya. I am Coral's younger sister. Coral got all the attention, but not necessarily in a healthy way. It was just a lot of scrutiny and attention.
I was just like a little servant. Didn't feel very loved because there was no affection.
There have been a lot of theories as to why my sister started developing a hoarding problem. I think it has more to do with the fact that she never had a place of her own.
I'm getting older, right? There's only so many years that I probably have left. And with those years, what do I want to do? I'd like to actively participate in some of my creative arts and talents. I haven't been ready to discard things up until now.
I'm Natasha Sharma. I'm a therapist with a doctorate in clinical psychology, and I specialize in anxiety disorders, including hoarding. Hi, Coral.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Natasha.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
My name is Julio Rivera, and I'm a professional organizer who specializes in hoarding cleanups.
We ready to go? Go! Let's get this going. Come on.
Okay, so that was over there. All the baskets are right here. That was in the kitchen upstairs, not in that room. That lamp was in Mike's area, which is the other side of the blue line.
My sense was that this was going to be one of the areas that would be tough for you.
I'm not willing to just throw things away.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the whole point is that we've moved into a world where everything is just, you know, buy it again, buy it again, buy it again. And it's one thing if something is broken and beyond repair or beyond use, you know, things that could be being sold at the Goodwill don't need to end up in the dumpster.
Sure. We have to do what feels uncomfortable sometimes to make really big change.
Okay.
Okay?
Can we see about the cushions that are inside of it?
All the baskets, what do you want to start?
Well, the baskets are a collection. There's very few of them that are kind of crap baskets that I won't want to keep. Sorry.
We're getting really backed up.
I know.
It's about to rain.
A bit of a chat over there. I'm having a bit of difficulty. I really believe that things shouldn't be going into the garbage.
My biggest issue is the storm that's moving in, so we need to sort this a little bit faster if we can. And I'm ready to tarp all of this up, but once that happens, we're gonna lose the rest of the day.
Time. Okay. Okay.
It's day 2. I'm really praying that the weather turns in our favor.
Are those donation or garbage? They're not.
They just need to be wiped off.
They're really rusty, Mom.
Toss the top one and donate the other one.
Garbage. This isn't.
It's
Let me see
scrapbooking.
it.
Nope, it's scrapbooking.
Let me see it. It's literally not.
My name is James Carr. I'm the Field Operations Manager at Truly Nolan Pest Control. So there's clear evidence of rat activity down here. We can see fecal matter sitting on the bottom over here. If you look up top, you can see they've chewed the corner.
Yeah.
You can see right there where they've chewed the wood.
Oh yeah, I can.
Behind the gas line.
Yep.
Once you seal in those entry points, now we've got 2 battlegrounds, one inside, one outside. The outside battleground, we put out some bait boxes. The rodents will come along, eat the bait, it will take care of them. Getting those sealed up is going to be paramount.
If you see anything you're willing to donate,
yep,
right here. Try not to spend too much time. You gotta, instead of looking for what is this, go, is there anything in here I need to keep?
We're coming to a point where we need to allow Jade and Mara to start making some decisions for themselves here. You know, those are their rooms. Do you feel like you can trust them to do that for you?
Most of it.
Ew. Okay. Nope.
This is good enough to keep. All of my stuff is primarily garbage and rat infested and destroyed. I just haven't had access to a dumpster or the inclination to throw it away.
You see canning jars?
Yep.
Okay, so that's home canning, right? So that, and the sake is probably fine. So even this one, that was homemade, right?
I would like you to choose 3 things from this pile that you can move to either the donation, because it's really small. Like I look at this area and I look at that area. It's a mental challenge.
It's about finding a few more
It's a mental
things
challenge.
that I can decide that I don't need.
Yeah.
Right? That's
can,
what
can
you're
we
saying.
do that? Can we go over together and 3 things? Yeah.
Okay.
You have about 4 or 5 things. Tell me about.
How I'm deciding?
Yeah.
Well, I believe this hat's too small for anybody. It used to be Jade's, so I'm assuming it won't disturb her. I don't even know why that was in there. It's just a little set of cushions. These are the decorations that I used for my wedding that I think are perfectly acceptable crafting items that can go on to be used by somebody else for something else. The other one of these cushions was tossed because it was covered in cat hair.
How do you feel about letting these items go?
I feel okay about letting them go. They're not needed, right? So they're just extraneous.
Yeah. My concern is that the task was a little too easy for her, and she can make tougher decisions, maybe not about everything. I'm afraid that she just doesn't want to.
You are all here on my property every day. You can definitely see I don't live like you and I don't want you. Everything was deliberate in my life. Nope, get off me. Okay? It's deliberate, including the trash on top of everything.
Can we start fresh? Yeah. Can we start fresh today?
Okay, on that note, we still have the downstairs to do, and I want to make sure that it goes right and it's done respectfully for you. And I know it's going to take all of us. It's not just you, but we got to get started.
This is your keep box.
This is my keep box. I'm going to keep this because the other ones have all been thrown away.
Okay.
This is my clothes, so
this is
keep.
Your clothes. Okay.
Keeping. It's the one that's not broken. Okay, yes, this is a keep. I want my stereo. I only have one stereo.
Okay.
I'm keeping that garden guy. It's the camping one.
It's cast iron.
It's my cast iron camping one. So it's a keep, okay? So I was told very specifically at the beginning, I think by you, that we could make up boxes or piles for the various people that the donations were going to.
Yep.
And I'm just seeing it all go into this truck.
If when you're saying donate, you have someone in mind you want.
Yeah, they're
okay.
They're on.
We will handle that aspect of it today. However, we gotta get today's.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
All right, let's just get it done then.
Okay.
I have hours left. Now we're back to sorting stuff that has already been sorted. We don't have time for any of this right now.
The people working on your behalf, they have to have more authority so they can just get rid of stuff.
You being able to give up the control to them is a huge part of your mental health.
Otherwise, we're gonna fail.
And the learning.
We're gonna fail, and this is all gonna be for nothing.
Let her decide. Bye-bye, coach.
It actually feels like we can get that room done.
Trash.
Goodness.
Ah, nice.
Wow. That's nice. Yeah. Well, it's nice to see my baskets displayed.
It's been dusting.
It looks so much cleaner. Wow.
I tried to set this up so that if you have guests over, they can sit down, have a coffee, have some tea with you, and then enjoy everything that you create here.
Thank you.
Mmm.
Holy smokes.
Oh, I know.
Holy smokes.
There's no way this isn't going to make a difference. Even if she doesn't change who she is, the fact that she can understand how dirty it was, she's not going to let it get there again.
Oh my goodness.
I won't say no. Oh, it is very comfy. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was wondering where that went.
Yeah, we'll get to play.
Oh my goodness, I haven't seen
Yeah, I was wondering about it. I was wondering about it.
You did all the work for this room, Kendra. You did all the work for this room.
I'm Destiny, I'm 35 years old, and I have hoarded this home with my mother for 20 years. The house is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. And it's full of trash and unneeded collectibles. Dolls, angels, elephants, peacock figurines, pots and pans, kitchen gadgets, different brands of soda products, pillows, clothing, stacks of books, movies, and a lot of trash. My bedroom is where I spend most of my time, mostly surfing the internet, reading fan fiction, watching TV. It's also where I eat. For the last year or so, Mom spent all of her time in her room, and I spent all of my time in my room because there really was nowhere else for us to sit down together and spend time together. My mom has been hoarding my whole life. Growing up in the house, my mother had a lot of things. I don't think any of us thought it was hoarding at the time. Mostly because the house was clean, but there were a lot of things everywhere. My hoarding was a learned behavior from my mother. I would see how my mother would collect things, and I wanted pretty things too. In my early childhood and early teen years, my dad would take me to thrift stores. That's when I really started collecting. I would never clean my room, never get rid of anything. 48 hours ago, my mother had a heart attack. It was very sudden, very shocking. I was sitting in front of her when it happened. What she said was, "Oh," and clutched her chest. And then she slumped. And the light went out.
My sister called me in a panic and said that Mom collapsed and wasn't breathing. I think a part of me knew that she was already gone.
The loss of my mother has been devastating. I faced almost my entire life around her. I'm having a hard time imagining what life's gonna be now without her.
I'm extremely worried about Destiny. I'm afraid she's gonna fall into a depression because she was with Mama every day of her life. So I'm sure she has no idea where she's gonna go or what she's gonna do. If the cleanup doesn't happen, then the property manager will definitely evict Destiny. And I'm not sure where she or any of us would be at that point.
This is probably gonna be the hardest thing I'm ever going to do, trying to clean up a house that was meant to be cleaned up with the most important person to me, my mother. She's not here anymore.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'm Dr. Robin Sasio. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I specialize in helping people who are struggling with hoarding behaviors.
Normally, we are looking for lots of enthusiasm and excitement to start this next journey. We have some very unusual circumstances that occurred prior to our arrival, and of course, that was the death of Gail, who we were coming to help in addition to you, Destiny. Dorothy and I do not have the words to convey what you're going through right now and to express our condolences for your losses. So I just really want to acknowledge that. I would like to just take a moment of silence in honor of Gail. Thank you, everybody.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger. I'm a professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding.
Thanks, Dr. Zazio. Wow. The tears are flowing out there, huh? If you look around, there are 20 people here ready for you, Destiny and family members, standing in the rain, in the tears, ready to do what we need to do for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay? Are you ready to go? Give me a thumbs up. All right, let's go. Everybody, out. All the way back up here. Everybody, let's go.
It's just one of those days where it's not going very easy at all. We're behind the 8 ball, of course, because of the rain mostly. But it's okay, the team will not be deterred. And the process is simply to bring out all of the trash first. Nothing else, just the trash.
This is trash.
I think this can go.
Why? Why did you keep all these socks?
Trash. This whole box can go.
Destiny's doing well. The rest of the family's doing well. This totally speaks to how this family is pulling together, making decisions.
Do you want to keep the photo album thing?
No.
The initiative is there. This family wants this to be done.
Oh, that's trash? Yeah.
This is their mom's room, and the family needs to go in there with Destiny to just start the work and be together and face this as a group.
Do we dive in? Is that what is happening right now?
I think so.
I know this was hard. I know. Mama's room, it's daunting in there. It feels like the end.
I know.
Destiny?
This is gonna be the hardest to let go.
I know.
I can't. Look over there.
Truth be told, I can't either.
I shouldn't have the other day. Not having dealt with my mom being gone, you know, I started thinking to myself, she lived in that. Almost everything in this room smells like the poison that helped kill her. So yeah, I'm good with it gone, and I need out of the room.
Okay.
I need.
I've had anxiety and nightmares about this because I knew that when the time came and Mom passed, that we were gonna have to deal with this. And this is not something that anyone should have to deal with.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
How's everybody holding up? This is the last room of the house. And of course, the most difficult. What are you feeling, Destiny?
I want to keep it all.
Yeah. Roddy, what's going on for you?
I'm just mad. She gave up. She stopped listening. She didn't care. Didn't matter how many times we came out to help.
Yep. Me too. I'm mad too.
I know it's not easy thinking that she was living like this and that she passed in these conditions.
Just lived in that one corner.
deeply sorry for your loss. And I'm so deeply sorry that you have to be standing in these conditions in the process of grieving your mother. I think at this point, restoring this room will help all of you to move past what this is. Because I think right now, even though this was your mom's room and this is where she lived at the same time, it's not producing good feelings for any of you. I think you all are gonna feel just a little bit better once we can get this room in order for you. Do you guys feel like you need some time to just digest?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You're ready to dive in and get it done?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna get Dorothy.
Let's get this over with.
Man, I wasn't sure that we could do it. From where we started to where we ended up, 2 different things. We cleared out the entire back area. Then there's the entire house, room by room. We filled up 18 tons worth of stuff. That's 9 dumpsters. We averted the eviction. And suddenly now, we can see what this house really looks like underneath all of the hoard.
Hi, family.
Hello. Hello there. Come on in.
Wow.
Come on into your living room.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
What do you think? Very pretty.
This is the most space I've seen in here in a very, very, very long time.
Yeah.
Does it feel too empty?
No, actually, I like the way it's open and clear.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the house, now that it's all been cleared out, I do feel a sense of freedom.
So this feels good to you?
Yeah.
And it feels much better than the way you were living?
Yes, it does.
Okay. It's really good to hear that this feels good to you, which really adds to your prognosis to keep the house in order.
All I could think this whole week was, how in the world did I live like this? I never want to live like that again.
Oh.
Oh my. That's all of them.
Walking into my mother's bedroom, it was like a sledgehammer to the chest to see basically a memorial, not just to Mom, but to everybody that we've lost.
Ah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't even know that picture existed.
Seeing that photograph and the chair was, I think, the most beautiful tribute anyone could have done. I think we all needed it.
I think you're gonna be okay. I think we're all gonna be okay. Yeah.
Her entire path was truly hidden underneath this hoard, and now her future is open. Yeah, there's work to be done, but her metamorphosis is just as grand or even more grand than the house itself.
I'm not sure what's next, but I think the future is looking pretty bright from where I'm sitting.
My name is Shirley, and I'm 71. I believe I have at least 20 to 25 animals in the house. I don't have names for all of them. I know them all. They all come and sit on my lap and do that. Some of them are a little bit more frightened or standoffish.
I'm Bailey, and I'm Shirley's husband. My guess is we probably have somewhere around 21. And there might be, there's 2 or 3 little kittens that were just born, so those I'm not sure. That might bring it up to around 24 or 25.
I'm Charlie, Shirley's son. My parents have taken on pretty much every stray in the neighborhood. Some by choice and a lot by not having a choice whatsoever. They just kind of left them in their patio or gotten inside of the garage. Neighbors having puppies and kittens and everything else. The house is in poor condition at the moment.
There's just 2 problems. Once you hoard animals, you usually hoard yourself.
It's pretty bad. A lot of dust and a lot of pet damage. Unfortunately, that's just the way that they like to live.
When you walk in, it's messy. It's got boxes all over, and I have a messy garage.
That's where all the cats from the outside were staying, you know, when they had the door propped, they just stay right there in the middle of the garage. And the stuff that was stored in there was destroyed, you know, by the cats.
I'm unhappy because I can't clean the house. That's the only thing I'm upset about, is I'd like to be able to do it the way everybody else does. But I can't. The first time they came here, they came and started shouting I had to do something about the cats. I had to get rid of them. They weren't going to take them away. I said, well, if you wanted to, go ahead and take them.
Robin Gojkovic, criminal investigator, Donna Ana County Sheriff's Department.
We will remove all the animals tomorrow. Okay, so
what are you going to do? Come in afterwards and examine it to see if it's what you want?
Yes, that's what we will do.
Heather Ferguson, Legislative Director for Animal Protection of New Mexico. It's unbelievable to imagine that anyone has been living within that home, sleeping within that home, and how long have those animals been in that home suffering.
I am Matt Paxton, a hoarding specialist.
You want to go check out the house?
Sure.
Okay.
You can gauge the house by about 50 feet away. When I walked up to the home, you could smell the urine and the feces pretty strongly. I mean, there's at least 30 some cats. I think we're going to find 40 or 50 when we really get into all the trash. This is her addiction. This is her life. She's literally spent the last 20 years avoiding reality by caring for these animals.
If you wanted to take me and show me the cats in the cage.
There's 3 of them. There's 3 female.
How many are in here?
Just one.
Just one, and then
Phoebe.
one's in here?
And one's in there.
So you have 5 that are captured?
Right.
Okay.
I have a fixed tomcat in the garage I want to keep too.
Is he the only cat that you're looking at keeping in the garage?
No, I want to keep the boss of the garage. Suppose I could come up with 14, but you want 12.
Look, you take on what you can handle.
Okay.
Okay, if you can only handle 6, then that's probably best that you keep 6.
Right.
Okay. They've been cooperative. The only problem that we're gonna have is the amount of cats she wants to keep.
Feeding animals is something I'd have to do no matter what, even if you put me in prison. My anxiety level is 1,000 and I could have a panic attack. So obviously, I'm scared to death.
Since the animals could possibly turn into an animal cruelty case, the animals are considered evidence. They're gonna go inside and start taking photographs.
All right.
We are gonna bring our animal control units in. Okay, we're gonna bring our mobile hospital. She does have some cats that she feeds outside, so we set some traps outside. We're gonna put a couple traps in the attic because I know there's cats in the attic, and then we're gonna start trying to catch cats in the garage first. If you see kittens, one of the guys was up there and said they've seen some kittens up here.
Unless the mama took them someplace, they're not here. Although I got skeletons.
You do have skeletons up there
I do
now?
have skeletons. I mean, you can smell the feces, you can smell the ammonia. The insulation up here is so ripped apart that we don't know what's in it and run through it.
We don't see them up here. You know, like I said, the heat, there's no way they can survive up here. There's no way.
They're not gonna last long now.
Until we get in here and we start digging through this stuff, we may find some dead kittens. I'm pretty sure we're gonna find some dead kittens. At least dead kittens, we may find some dead adults.
They're right there. And it's tame. You can pick them up. Yeah. It's one of the ones, the Shirley one. Oh, it's good, okay.
Shirley left because she knows she's gonna lose. She's just gonna lose it.
I just did not want to see my animals go.
First of all, in the garage, it's probably over 90 degrees in there. And then we have to be extremely careful because we found week-old kittens.
Oh, I've got a bunch of babies here. Looks like 4.
We have found dead cats from a week-old all the way up to an adult cat.
That's another whole skeleton of a cat.
We've got one. Well, maybe it's just one.
I think that's just an adult cat.
There's another skull. There's the rib cage and the backbone, and then there's the other part of that cat right back over there.
In the process of removing 2 dead kittens that were found underneath the doghouse, we found a nest of small, possibly 8-week-old little kittens living outside that were feral.
Joe!
Heather, have Joe bring a net. We got a bunch of kittens over here.
Is Angel in here?
Yes.
If I can't keep the ones in the garage, I want to keep all these.
When Shirley came home, she was immediately greeted with the news that 9 of her 10 cats were going to be put to sleep.
I might have a few tears then.
We pulled a total of 76 animals out of the residence. 35 of the animals were dead. Some of them were skeletonized.
Well, it's sad, very sad, because they're close pets. We'll miss them, for sure.
They're almost were like children to me because that's what I knew and that's what I took care of. So I know I'm going to miss them for a while, and I know it's going to be very upsetting.
All right, how are you feeling watching these boys clean out your garage?
Great.
It's a good feeling?
Oh, of course. I needed it gone.
Typically, hoarders have a huge emotional attachment to the stuff. They could care less about this stuff. Their problem was they're older, the cats got out of hand, period.
It's heart-wrenching. You just can't imagine what I went through when I learned that. Because I wasn't taking care of them so they could die. That's what I was trying to save them from.
My name's Gary and I'm unemployed. Yeah, I got too many bunnies. They relax you. I mean, you could talk to them when nobody's around. They might answer you with their wiggling nose, but, you know, that's what's good about bunnies. Dottie's the oldest. She's 4.5. And then I got Studley in there. That's the one that got all the girl bunnies. And that's how it all started. They say when bunnies do it, bunnies do it.
My name is Kathy, and I'm on Social Security disability. They've chewed through the drywall and gone under the bathtub to a closet. And then another direction, they've gone behind the hot water tank through the drywall and gone like to the cupboards.
I have the bunnies inside the house because I didn't have the time to build a hutch. I didn't have the money, didn't have the funds, didn't have any of that stuff.
Once the laundry area kind of got filled, Gary kept telling me he was going to clean it, which is always tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow.
My name is Jeff. I'm the Humane Officer for Portage County Animal Protective League. I walked down a hallway and saw a number of rabbits in a bathroom. The rabbits were not penned up. They were just roaming loose. The rabbits were chewing holes in the walls and were actually coming in and out of the walls of the house. It's a wonder they didn't have a fire, chewing through the wires the way they were. They could have burned the house to the ground.
My name is Todd. My wife and I are Kathy and Gary's landlords. Jeff had asked me if I'd seen my house lately, and I told him no. I live in Oklahoma. You know, when a humane officer starts asking him questions, you gotta wonder, man, there's a mess up there.
I'm Lavanna, and my husband and I own the house that we rent to Gary and Kathy. I just couldn't believe that somebody could do that to somebody else's house.
Yeah, I guess I am worried about being evicted. I've never done nothing wrong in my life. Misdemeanors, yeah, that's growing up and stuff like that, but what did I do wrong? I have bunnies, that's what I did wrong.
I don't know how they can live in those conditions. She's always sick, so now I know why.
This is unhealthy. Well, you know what? I'd like to see how you live. I'd like to see, you know, I don't like you. Get out of my house.
I'm not, I know he's back there listening to me. It's like, you know, I can't live like this anymore.
Hi, Kathy.
Hello.
I'm Mark Pfeffer. I spoke to you on the phone.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. I'm Mark Pfeffer, a licensed psychotherapist specializing in the treatment of people who compulsively hoard. Is your husband going to be joining us?
I don't believe so, not today.
Okay. I know that Gary's here. I could hear the TV. Gary?
Nobody's home. Please leave. You want to know that's what pisses me off?
Okay, but we're not those people, okay?
Yeah, but you're having those people come here and take them. I don't want to see this idiot because I might have something to say to him.
Say whatever you need to say,
Yeah,
but
right.
but be.
And then they're going to throw me in jail. I
No,
don't
you're not
think
gonna hit anyone. Let's just do
I'm
it.
not going to hit anyone, even though if I say something wrong to somebody, I
Right.
get thrown in jail. I called you so long ago, and now all of a sudden you're coming? I don't.
You didn't call me. Look, I just need your signature right here. It's very simple. He was a little hostile about it, but he just signed a big X on it and handed me back the paper. Thank you.
Yeah, why don't you do your job?
Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger. I'm a professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding. Now, I notice we have one person who's missing.
Right, my husband.
Where's Gary?
He's not going to be here this morning.
Oh, yeah. Just so I understand, you had no idea any of this was going on?
Not this.
Not to this extent.
It's like they turned the bathroom into a rabbit hutch.
They're all running loose in there, so it's going to be difficult to get them all. Here, buddy.
Got it?
Okay.
Hey. All right, okay, baby. You're okay. There you go, baby.
Hold on. A couple of them scratched me, but that's just their normal reaction to being picked up because it seems like they haven't been handled much. Let's go, baby.
Hello, it's Gary. Has Todd and Lavinia left? Yeah, they have left.
Gary, I'm Dorothy.
How big do you want it?
Very big.
The sign on the door was a little disturbing when I first saw it. The APL was out here maybe a year ago, and I don't know what went on there. I just started this job as humane officer in July. This one's got some injuries to it. All the rabbits appeared healthy with the exception of one who looks like he has some wounds on him, and it's probably from fighting with another male rabbit.
If they would have came a year ago and took them, they wouldn't be in this environment. Why weren't these rescue groups around when we tried calling them?
It's a little different when a humane officer calls them and says, hey, we got a problem, than when, you know, just somebody else calls.
It was unfortunate because my crew didn't get in until just about 3 o'clock today. If we see that it's been damaged, it's made its way over here. So
I'm gonna go catch bunnies. I don't want to get mad.
okay. But do we need you for any decisions, or is
Probably.
Kathy's decision okay? I was going to suggest the computer room for you on these, because we're going to use that front bedroom as complete storage. Because where these go.
Thanks. Why did you have to throw the friggin' water at me?
Because I felt like it.
Gary just stormed off. He was gone and left Kathy holding the bag. And you know what? She was in tears. You need an adult with you right now, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
You need an adult partner.
Yesterday was a day full of fear, anger, and frustration. I'm hoping we can use that energy today to work as a team. What do you think?
Like I said, less more work.
What was that?
Less more work.
Well, then drop the attitude and...
Well, then let's get going, you know?
Okay.
We will be working. We're going to be working very, very hard. And we have housekeepers coming in at 1
She's
o'clock
gotta be a
as
Browns
well.
fan.
So,
Talking to
Gary, we've got housekeepers coming in at 1 as well.
First they want me to talk, and now they don't want me to talk.
Well, she's talking. Can you shut your mouth?
I'll just leave.
Well, it would be nice if you'd let them explain what's going on. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We found 20 or more mice.
Turn around, turn your back down. Nice armpit.
It just became funny almost because we were picking them up with our hands and taking them out to the woods and letting them go.
Set them down and get rid of them. Look at all the room.
So the holes are still exposed here, right?
Yeah, I didn't see
I didn't even
those
see them yesterday.
because...
The table was in the way.
Yeah.
Right, right. This bathroom, bad shape. I just don't know what to say. If you were going to repair it, what would you require?
Oh, the whole thing would be redone.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's
top to bottom.
gonna have to be gutted.
Oh, we have one more rabbit.
Oh.
All of a sudden, one rabbit pops out.
Oh,
so
there's the other that's a baby.
then a second rabbit came out. Oh, we've got babies.
It's almost funny.
Yeah,
I don't know.
if it wasn't so sad,
Yeah.
it would
Yeah.
be funny. Yeah, I agree.
What I want to do is have my brother come over like every 2 weeks.
Okay.
He can just check on the progress that's being made.
As of now, the plan's for them to stay. Give her 4, 5, 6 weeks, see if there's any improvement. If it starts looking like it's going to get back to the way it was, then we're going to have to start thinking about eviction.
I'm Jean and I am retired. Beverly Hills is considered fairly wealthy. The house from the street looks pretty good. It does bother me that the inside and the outside don't match. I look around and I see all this stuff and I think it breeds in the dark when we're not looking.
My name is Marty, and I'm married to Jean. This home is where I spent my childhood. The house, when I was a kid, was as neat as a pin. But then when we took over the house, Jean wanted to move all of the stuff. Starting at that point, the house was then a messy house, and then it got messier as time went on. When I want to go into my office, I feel like I need a shoehorn to get in there. The problem is that there was no room for the rest of us.
My name is Sabrina, and I am 8 years old. I live with my grandma, my grandpa, and my mom. My house, well, it's messy and crammed up. There's only one little path in the whole house.
I'm Karina, I'm Jean's daughter, and Sabrina's mom. I'm a single mom, so, I really need the extra help.
My name's Betty, and I'm Jean's sister. Jean and Marty are the primary caretakers for Sabrina.
Here is a promise for the best.
They're the most functional people in her life.
And so we then take up the slack so that Sabrina can have a good chance at life.
I worry that Sabrina hasn't learned some basic life skills.
I just don't like to clean up. It's just boring to me. It's the horriblest thing ever that could happen to me.
I feel strongly that as a family, the rest of us have a responsibility to see that she gets to have a normal childhood. I don't want to cause big problems, but I would. For Sabrina's sake, I would cause rifts.
Oh, look. I do feel like I've got more responsibility with Sabrina's raising than I probably should right now. And the family seem to feel it's my job to clean everything up. They leave a lot of messes. Particularly the granddaughter, she seems to feel that it's my job.
I don't clean up my messes. I just got tired of my grandma not cleaning up her messes. She's just a hoarder. She loves to stack up lots of things.
We asked Sabrina, could you please keep your room clean and organized? And then Sabrina just looks around and can say, why?
I do worry that if somebody were to come in and see the house, they might not feel that it was an appropriate place for Sabrina to be living in. If something were to happen because of that, I would be devastated.
Hi, I'm Dr. Hannon.
I'm Jean.
Nice to meet
Would you
you.
like to come in and see the house?
That'd be great. My name is Dr. Scott Hannon, and I specialize in cognitive behavioral therapy for compulsive hoarding.
I guess first I'll show you the dining room.
Okay.
We haven't eaten in here for a while.
Jean and her family live in a very nice area of Beverly Hills. You look at the outside of the home, the lawn is kept up really well, the outside of the home is kept up. It's a very beautiful room.
It is.
The ceilings, I see the clocks over here. The current crisis for Jean and her family is they need to clean up the home so that everybody can live in a healthy way. Right now, the state of the home is not an acceptable place for Sabrina, and my fear is that it's only gonna get worse if she doesn't take the help she has now.
Okay, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger. I'm a professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding. Are you ready, group?
Yes.
Then off we go. So lead on, family. Don't take out the piano. This blue chair gets thrown away.
Oh, that's sewing.
Clothes that don't fit Sabrina, we're gonna give away to Goodwill to some little child who will love them. She is giving things away.
It does not fit me. I would just want all the junk to get out of here because I hate all this junk.
Oh, that's for Mom.
You don't build up this amount of stuff without having some difficulty letting go of things.
They are having a drive at the school for jeans for kids.
What would you feel about just letting some of that stuff go? Because we've got a bigger thing here.
Well, these are
we wanna
immediate
make sure.
family, though, so that's...
That's okay. Because what do you think the immediate family wants? You think they want the stuff, or do you think they want your home clear?
Just look through something that you want to get rid of.
So you think she just let it all go?
But it's not that I would like to invite lots of friends over, play games. But the most thing I want is spending time with my family.
These are books on tape that I'm going to be listening to. Okay, this is something I use. That's a birthday present.
Jeannie, remember, we gotta get it clean.
I just got the flannel shirts. This is something Karina...
I'm a little frustrated because Jeannie still wants to hold on to everything. You're not gonna have room for all this.
I have to sort through it. It's loose boxes. All it needs to be done is sorted through, separated.
But remember, the goal is to get rid of what? 75%
5% stuff.
75.
I only get to keep 25?
Yep.
How long do you think it took for us to do the living room just now?
A long time.
There were 11 of us doing it for 2 hours. That's 22 hours. That's half a week that it took us to do the living room. Now, we've got to move faster in here.
We do.
One of the things that we found in the home was a Christmas tree.
Sabrina wanted to have Christmas in her bedroom, so we had it all cleaned up.
Yeah.
This was Christmas.
Yes.
Decorated, lighted.
Yes.
That stuff needs to be cleared out right away. It goes back to the procrastination. We can't just let these things linger. It's not a good environment for anybody to be in.
And then we didn't have time to take it down, although normally I leave things up a little while.
Can you see how brittle it is?
Oh, yeah.
That's a fire trap in Sabrina's room. The whole house is a fire trap.
I agree.
But this is the kindling that starts it. Is it reasonable to keep this many pieces of art? Could any of this go?
Now, this is family. I have to keep it in the family.
There are several areas where Jean is really attached.
Well, I'll bet you're gonna keep everything in here, so maybe
No,
this
I'll bet
isn't-
I'm not.
This isn't the best use of your time today.
No, okay, well.
When we got to the craft boxes, she couldn't get rid of any of it. We're going to be going through about 40 craft boxes. We've done one in 10 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Jean,
for us to do it,
you need to move
I'm
on.
almost done. Yeah, I'm almost done here. I'm gonna finish this.
We call
that's
this
scrapping. That's all.
scrapbook.
Don't pull it out. That's all scrapping and stuff.
To me, there's just this really clear divide. You take care of Sabrina. You recognize emotionally what needs to be going on in her life rather than worrying about sewing or beading or whatever it is that she wants to do.
I've already started this one.
When did you start it and where is
Before
it?
the transplant, it's in the cabinet and
That was 10
it's got
years ago.
boxed up. I don't care.
We removed 10 tons of trash or donations. We also used about 125 boxes. Those boxes, they're out on the back porch, in the garage, in a new little storage area called the craft room, or in their bedroom.
Jean kept an awful lot of stuff, and I hope that somehow she convinces herself to get rid of it. But meanwhile, Sabrina's got a clean room, and she's so excited about it.
I'd feel awesome about having friends over, and I would want to invite my best friends.
It's so nice like this. This house will never get back to that. I will not let it.
If it goes back to being a hoarder's place again, it would not be a safe or a healthy environment for Sabrina. But I don't think it will. I really don't. I'm very optimistic.
My name is Jennifer, and I'm 27 years old. My house is a mess. It doesn't feel like a home. My porch is sort of the catch-all for things that we can't fit into the house. And then you come into the living room, and the floor's pretty well consumed. And the kitchen, you know, the sink is an old slop sink, so water spills out of it frequently. There's a lot of spills that don't get cleaned because there's stuff on the floor. The hallway is our laundry hamper. There's always a carpet of laundry. And the kids' room, that can probably be at times some of the messiest place in the house. It's awful.
Okay, I'm Ron, I'm 39, and Jennifer is my partner and has been for over 10 years. Jennifer, she loves to shop, and I think she feels some control when she's able to shop and buy things.
The ability to let go of it is hard for Ron, and the ability to stop getting it is, it's beyond me. The feeling of shopping for me is very much like the rush, the high you get from any kind of addiction. Shopping is an addiction for me, I know that.
You know, I probably learned a lot of disorganization in my childhood. I remember my dad worked on job sites and would bring home, you know, something that was salvageable or left over. Yeah, Dad taught me some things.
You know, being a mother at 20 and a mother again at 21, I was very ill-equipped. I was terrified. And then in May, my dad died. The pain caused by loss, you know, it's a hard thing to deal with. And so, yeah, you know, I shop, but it provides a moment of joy and a world where that's rare. He knows how to climb over it and dig through it to find his cars, and it's not something that we're really proud of, but hey, you know, we're adaptable.
They're gonna grow up in this. I guess I'd be concerned that, you know, they could go really wrong with it too.
The city health code inspector came and said that there had been a complaint and that he needed to inspect the house, and that if we didn't comply, they could get a search warrant. And I begged him for, you know, some time. I'm afraid that Child Protective Services may step in and say that we're unfit parents. It's terrifying. Somebody comes to my door and knocks and I'm not expecting. You know, it instantly causes my heart to, you know, thump. Losing my children would, I mean, it would, I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to imagine how that would feel.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
I'm Geraldine.
Geraldine.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm Geraldine Thomas, and I'm a certified professional organizer.
Well, this is the beginning of it. You see my porch.
Yes.
This is the overspill of stuff that we can't fit inside.
Jennifer, she mentioned that she's never really been taught systems for how to deal with things when they come into the house, and has never really let anything go.
Hey, good morning, Jennifer and Ron. I brought help with me, as I said I would. Let's get started.
Sounds good. Those are junk. That's junk. Keep.
Quick work.
I don't have a problem with getting rid of stuff that I don't want. It's really Ron.
The broken wheeled car that I've been holding on to for years because I just loved it. It's gonna go by. Strangely enough, it's not easy. And are these guys taking the fish tanks?
Yes.
What's their service now?
They're going to throw them away.
I didn't really want to throw them away.
Oh, what do you want to do with them?
Well, I wanted them to be used. I mean, I don't want them being thrown away.
Okay. Hey guys, leave the fish tank in the stand. He's changed his mind. Yep.
I don't have a problem with my fish tanks going, but I don't want them thrown in the dumpster. I guess that's about the only way I can feel okay about it. If we say we're just gonna throw them in the garbage, I'd really have a hard time with it.
It's broken.
Horse?
You can go.
Yes.
Go, go,
Go.
go, go. Those little things can go, the house can go, and everything in it, gone.
Turtle, stay or go?
It stays.
Okay. Pile of something. What's going on here?
Well, it's something I think I'm going to use them.
You got a lot of stuff lying around here that I'm not sure it's contributing to the happy home picture that you want to create.
I can change my mind, but it's going to take them a minute to get it. So.
It's going to take them more than a minute to get that thing undone.
Okay, well, I saved the ones that Papa got for you, but I think we kind of need to get rid of some of the other stuffed animals.
Do I have to throw away my blankie?
No, the blankie is going to be washed.
Yay. Stop! I want to keep that.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. They told me to take this.
I wanted to keep that.
You know how when you go over to your friend's house, Ben's house, you know how much fun it is over there? Do you want a house like that?
Sometimes.
Changing something that big in your life is never going to be comfortable and just easy and feely good. You going to be all right? Get through this with us? I love you, kiddo. Trash it.
Yeah.
Trash it.
Yeah.
Trash it.
Yeah.
Trash it.
Yeah. She had this today, so
We don't need it.
We don't need it?
No.
While I was gone picking up the kids, she was like, you know, the opportunity presented itself. I didn't know that we were gonna deal with the attic, and I was scared.
When he left to pick up the kids, he was upset, and he said it was getting on his nerves, and he was not coping well.
I mean, I was horrified when I saw stuff coming out the attic window. Some of it was, you know, it's stuff that had some value. I just can't handle it.
You know that we did everything that your wife asked us to do.
I know, and I'm so glad that she's been able to, you know, make some real tough choices.
Mm-hmm. You guys are going to have a lot of adjustments to make.
Yes, I concur.
Well, now that things are done, I feel like I have a home. All the things that I love to do and to have around me are all there. They all have a place. The kitchen is amazing. I can't believe the room that I have in there now. I feel a lot better about having my kids and all three of them in one room. I think that's going to work out a lot better for them.
My name is Vivian, and my family is my life. I've been married for 34 years. All of the kids were basically born here, all 5 of them. My house is like a museum, you know, something to look at in every spot. My favorite things are my entertainment things, my kitchen things, my doll collections, my clothes. I like everything about what I've picked.
My name is Scott, and Vivian's my mom. My mother definitely is the definition of a hoarder. My mom keeps everything, bunch of different diner sets, a lot of clothing, you name it, she's got it. She's just can't throw things away.
My name is Sylvester, and Vivian is my wife.
The purpose why God invented the garage is to put 2 cars in it and not to create a warehouse out of the thing.
My name is Victoria, and Vivian is my mother. This whole situation has affected all of us in different ways. I know that it's been a huge conflict for my parents.
My thinking process is completely different than hers. Being an engineer, you are analytical, and the capacity of the house could not satisfy the number of things that were purchased, and that just kept us apart. I stayed there much more than I should, so I go for like 6 months at a time.
He lives in the other house. I just feel horrible, absolutely horrible.
I love Vivian, but how can you spend $6,000 a month on mortgage and not being able to live in a house?
During our childhood, the house was never as bad as it is now.
Things were very easy, very nice. We were the perfect couple with the 5 kids on the hill.
They were living the life that they had planned to live and create together. And then there was a real fork in the road for them.
When he was 5 months old, I basically saved him out of crib death. He was in a coma for 18 days. He ended up being visually impaired and physically handicapped and mentally delayed. My son is 21, but he's on a 7-year-old level.
When Stanley got sick, that was the beginning of a lot of challenges for the both of them.
It was an emptiness that I needed to fill. Before I knew it, I was shopping for everything that you can see.
My brother John was in the hospital because he was throwing up blood. He wanted to leave on his own request, and the doctor said no, but he still left anyway. He came home and laid down, never woke up.
When I was at the funeral, I just wanted to jump in the grave with him. That's how bad it was.
He gave her the laugh that she had every day, the smile, and that was a big part of him.
My mom was extremely close to him. I would say probably more than all of us.
He was our best friend. He was our firstborn.
The passing of my oldest brother is a major trigger in the way that my mom has handled the house in the last 2 years.
I became more of a shopaholic. Just go for the heck of it, to be out of the house.
To fill a void, she continued to collect things.
I'm sad because John has been wanting me to change, and he was willing to help out, and he's not gonna get to see it.
Okay, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
I'm Dorothy Brenninger. I'm a professional organizing expert, and I specialize in hoarding. We have a full team ready to help. The first place we're going to go is in Stanley's room, because he's our priority. Do I have agreement with you?
Yes, totally.
Great.
Yes.
That way, let's go. Check your radio. Is it still where it was supposed to be?
Yes, it's still there.
And can you tell the stuffed animals have been sorted from up
It's
above?
gone.
But they're keeping important ones for you. We're doing well, don't you think?
Yes.
Are you still feeling as nervous as you were?
No, I don't
Vivian,
want that.
what do you think of the space?
It looks terrific.
And Stanley is coming in to supervise every once in a while.
Don't throw them.
I'm Dr. Scott Hannon, and I specialize in cognitive behavioral therapy for compulsive hoarding. You look frustrated, Vivian.
I am.
All right, you just stop for a second. So, no, I see you're just getting down to business.
I want to get it over with.
Yeah. So, Vivian, I see you, and you're getting overwhelmed.
I am.
I need you to tell Sylvester sort of what's happening for you.
He's just overwhelming.
The way he deals with problems is very different from the way she deals with problems. He is quick acting. Let me look at the problem, let me analyze it, and let's go. Take care of it right away. For her, it's not that simple. Can we get you to slow down a little bit? Maybe you pick up the pace, let me kind of meet in the middle there?
You can put them at your pace while I'm getting the other set.
No.
You have to.
I'm used to my dad getting frustrated over my mom's disease.
That's not the way it's gonna work.
It's taken such an impact on all of us that I don't blame him.
I want to get out of here and let him do his thing.
I don't expect her to change from the snap of a finger, but I expect her to embrace all this and go on with it.
You need 1 comb to comb your hair. You don't need 10. Think about this, Mommy.
No, because they get dirty, and I don't like to use dirty ones.
Okay, then you wash it.
No.
Yes, that is what you do. You wash it.
Big thing you're fighting here is space. And so sometimes it means letting go of things that you want.
We don't need all of these. Those are pieces of...
Can we take a shift and look at some of these dolls? And the goal is not to get rid of all your dolls, but get it down to a collection that really means something to you, that you can display.
I'm gonna give you this one.
So this
Good
is it.
job, Mom.
Nice job.
I'm so stoked on you right now.
That is
Honestly.
great.
Happy doing
Mommy,
it.
it's okay though.
Yep.
It's not gonna make you happy, but in the end, you need to think about the end result. It's gonna be a good thing.
Okay, this can go. This one I want can go. This can go.
Way to go, Mom.
And look at the energy you're feeling now that you're kind of letting this go. Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen.
My mom is a queen right now.
She has held on to 4 and probably gotten rid of maybe like 20.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mom,
thank
you're
you.
doing so good. You're doing so good.
You can just see that weight being lifted off of her.
Yeah.
Sylvester, watch out 1 second, please, sir. Excuse me.
Where do you want this piece to go?
Out of here. Doesn't belong here. This is a very nice room that has to be with class for eating arrangement. That's it. Nothing else is going to happen in here.
No.
So we need this piece, this is out of here. All of this other trash is all out of here.
Excuse me.
Is he going a little fast for
Yes.
you? Yeah.
This whole thing is going to be clear. There's going to be nothing against it. This door got invented so there will be a door that nothing
Your
against
voice.
it. You understand?
Your voice.
Yeah, my voice.
This is staying.
Where?
Come, I'll show you
No,
where.
we're not going back in the house because that takes 10 minutes every time.
No, it doesn't.
It does. We're gonna decide right now. Tell me.
It's going into the living room.
If we're keeping this chair, we're getting rid of that one.
Okay.
Okay, can we get rid of this orange chair, please?
I'm starting to be aggravated. My daughter is getting on my nerves. Okay, she wants me to make quick decisions and I'm not quick enough.
I feel like I really have to help her make the decisions because she can't in the time frame that we need to do it.
You may just want to let her make decisions. I know that's hard for you.
No, I don't want to do that at all.
I don't want you to feel like you're rushed, but that's the reality of the situation is that we have another whole room to do and still there's all this stuff to go through. Every single thing that you take out of this house is taking a load off of your shoulders. Okay?
Okay, good.
Oh, okay, cool.
This can go back in the family room.
This is about a 4,000 square foot house, and I would say that 3,000 square feet of it was actually given away.
Oh, my God.
You walked in and you started crying. What memories come flooding in?
All these memories. Just missed on them growing up in the right environment.
Yes.
Everything that has happened in the past is being canceled out by the fact that we're doing this. Canceled out. I won't even remember it. I'm being serious.
Now that the house is all cleaned up, it's made it great on Stanley because he can walk through the halls. For the first time, my little brother's got an age-appropriate room. The whole house is clean, so it's going to keep my father from having to travel to Detroit so much.
What happened to the house in the last 2 days is so phenomenal. For Vivian and I, it's a new page in our life.
Vivian really thrives off of hearing those positive messages from her family. And if she keeps getting that message, I think she's really going to move forward and keep the home clear.
I'm totally rejuvenated, and the celebration is really all for John, finally. John, this is for you, honestly. The whole time, I only had you in mind and wanted to do it so badly just for you. And hope that you're watching over us and you're real happy and proud of me.
My name is Carl. I'm 77 years old. I've been a hoarder all my life. You see a lot of collection, and the collection is historical, preservation, and recycling. And sometimes you have to mix it together because you don't have the means to separate it real well, but if you throw it away, you never go back and get it.
I'm Michelle, and I'm Carl's neighbor. I have known Carl for probably 7 going into 8 years now. I would say Carl's a hoarder. It's not just because of the accumulation of things, it's his inability to part with the things.
These are instructions I have to keep, but I had lost these a while back.
For what?
For what?
What is it for?
Is this something that you still own and need instructions for?
Well, no, but it's history instructions.
Carl, this is not history. This is an old set of instructions. I don't want to crush this guy's dreams. I don't want to tell him that his stuff is no good, that his collections are not valuable, but at the same time, he's got to recognize that he's holding on to junk.
If this doesn't work out, what's gonna happen?
I'm in trouble.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean I gotta throw something away that's usable.
No, Carl, come back. You're in trouble. How in trouble are you?
That's in trouble because I keep a bottle of
Carl,
soap.
Carl.
That's what. Now that I'll be in trouble with all that junk there. That's true. That is not junk.
This is the same as the soap. It
No,
could be
it's
trash
not.
bins. It could be anything.
You can use soap. I cannot use that like you
Well,
said.
go show me all the stuff. I want you to show me. Show me the things that aren't useful, because right now, what I'm seeing, everything's useful.
What is this? My God.
Jump on it.
Oh, man, that's the greatest thing I've had in over 35 years here. It feels like I'm in the Hoarders Hyatt Eiffel Tower. I feel like I'm living in a real world now. I was at war with myself. I was at war with society. Everything was negative. And now I feel like there's a positive freedom here at this property that I can come to. My new home! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Carl, always a hoarder and still a hoarder. When the cleanup left, it's been a lot better because there's no hoarding in there. I haven't been doing any hoarding in there. It may look like it, but it's been a lot better.
I'm Dr. David Tolan. I'm a clinical psychologist, and I specialize in the study and treatment of hoarding disorder. I don't think Carl is in a better place now than he was when we left him. In fact, given his physical health, I think he's in a worse place than he was.
Oh, goodness, Carl.
So what'd you think?
Carl, where do you get all this stuff? I don't know how you did this, Carl.
Well, there's still room to walk in there.
Barely. In your bedroom.
Well, I had to put those books and all that stuff somewhere.
The impression that I get, Carl, is that the behavior, the hoarding behavior, is still out of control. Would you agree with that?
It may still be a problem, but I think it's been a little bit better to me, you know?
Now, I think Michelle's having a reaction to what you're saying.
I'm just taking it in. It's fine.
What do you think about what Carl's saying?
It's what Carl does.
Well, I am gonna stop it. I mean, I ain't gonna continue. I wanna get myself better, you know?
I can't handle this guy, man. I can't handle him. He's going to have to make a promise that not to stop hoarding because that's part of him. He can't, at this age, he will not stop. He needs to cut back. And if he doesn't cut back, I'm not willing to put forth any more help in that regard.
Let me make sure we're all on the same page about where things have been and where things are going. So you moved out of this house and you moved into an extended stay hotel. My understanding is that your acquiring and saving behavior was such that the extended stay hotel asked you not to come back. You're now staying in the nursing home because of your injuries, but you're going to be discharged from the nursing home.
Yeah.
So what happens after you're discharged?
I don't know where to go because the doctor has said that I still can't be on my own, and wants me to get extra therapy for this arm here so I can start moving it the other way around.
It sounds like the sort of imminent crisis is that the nursing home is about to discharge an injured older gentleman to the streets. This is where Adult Protective Services probably comes into play. It's easy to demonize state services and think that they're the bad guy or they're the boogeyman, but they're not. Those are the people who can put you in touch with the help that you need. And right now, Carl really seems like he needs it. Believe me, if anybody's got a better idea than this, please let me know. But I'm wondering whether Adult Protective Services needs to help out.
Well, I'm not for Adult Protective Services, everything, and I think we can do it on our own, a lot better, a lot more peaceful.
I don't think you can, Carl.
Well, I think we can.
I don't think you can. I think you're facing homelessness. Carl, could you speak a little bit to that resistance? What would make you want to resist their help?
It's not really a workable thing for certain people.
Carl, let's kind of face the facts here, right? What are the facts that we know? You're about to be discharged from the nursing home. Your doctor has told you you can't be alone. You have no safe place to go. I mean, what else are we supposed to do here?
Yeah, I know.
My opinion on Adult Protective Services, I think it's an option. Can I tell Carl you have to do this? No. Am I comfortable saying that to him? No. The best I can do is encourage him to get help in any way it's available.
If Carl and his friends and his neighbors and his attorneys can get a good treatment team in place, that can supply him with wellness checks. It can supply him with mental health treatment. It can supply him with physical rehab. It can make sure that he's got a stable and safe place to live. But you gotta have the team in place. You can't do this yourself. And Carl certainly can't do this himself. Hi, I was hoping to speak with somebody in Adult Protective Services. Yeah, I'd like to make a report, please. Carl, Michelle, this is where I leave you. I will say it's always lovely to see you, Carl, and you, Michelle, and I'm very happy to be able to talk with you again. I will say I'm leaving today a little worried about you, but I hope that we're going to be able to put some things in place that will get you the help that you need. Carl, best of luck to you.
Yes,
all right.
Thanks you for coming
Michelle,
back.
Good seeing you.
Appreciate
again.
it.
All right, best of luck.
My name is Jerry. I'm a property owner and a landlord. I own 12, 15 properties, and I need to keep supplies for remodeling. Lots of lumber and boards and bricks and toilets. A lot of stuff that turns into junk. Everything, including the kitchen sink.
I'm Scott, and I'm Jerry's son. My dad has always been a hoarder. When I was 13, I knew it was overboard, and I thought he was just trying to stock his supplies or something, and turns out it ended up taking over his house. Now, he's pretty much filled the entire lot. It's just stacked everywhere. Like a junkyard almost.
My name is Karen, and I'm Jerry's sister. He has a lot of properties to manage, but because of the hoarding, his business turned into being a junk manager.
Several years ago, the city started citing me for clutter in the yard.
I've been told by the city that the property could be declared a public nuisance. They could take over the property and sell it, and Jerry could lose that property. He refuses to believe that that's a possibility.
I can't imagine it happening. This has been my home for so many years. If I lost this house, it would be devastating. 5 years ago, I was living here when the fire was set. It was attempted murder. They ended up setting all the exits on fire, and I couldn't get out because it was an inferno. I ended up going out a window, barely getting out with flames coming in. It was a close call.
Jerry almost lost his life in that fire because of his inability to escape through all of the junk that was in his home.
It breaks my heart to see my house like this. I would like to, at some point, remodel the place and move back in.
He does not have time nor the resources to rebuild that property. That property needs to be leveled.
My name is Paul and I'm Jerry's son. The fire had a big effect on my dad, and after that it just got a whole lot worse. Like, he started collecting even more things. I couldn't really be around him a whole lot just because he was so negative, and he just had a lot of things.
I really love my two sons, and they tried living with me, but it was awfully crowded.
There wasn't really much room for anybody to be with him. We had to just move out.
Jerry is facing a very important place in his life. He can either make the choice to deal with his hoarding, to clean up this property and bring it to code, or he can choose to not do so and risk losing the entire property.
When I think of the scope of this mess, it's very overwhelming to me, and I just wanted to walk away from it all, you know.
He just doesn't want to think about all the work he has to do. And I don't know, he's a bit overwhelmed, but I feel like he can just get rid of it anytime. He just hasn't chosen to.
He's drowning in a sea of worthless junk. And I don't want to see him die this way.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Jerry, we have a huge group here.
Right.
Why do you think we need this many people?
Because it's a big mess.
Exactly. My name is Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. Two parts of this cleanup. We got the inside and the outside. This is the exact example of what we warn all of our hoarders about. We say, if your house burned down, it would burn so much you couldn't save anything. Well, guess what? Here it is. The firemen couldn't go into the house and save anything because it was full. We've got to hustle today.
Right.
Do you have any questions for all of us?
No.
He knows this is his last chance. This is a very real, very serious crisis. All right, everybody ready to go?
Ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready. All right, let's do this.
Great.
I'd like to save that large table.
What are the plans?
It would have to be drilled with dowels and glued together.
Okay, how many projects do you have in the works right now, you think? A couple hundred?
None.
Just come on now.
Just this.
So this will get done on Monday? You know what? Let's keep this. If we get the backyard clean, we will give you this back as a trophy, okay? We're trying to make this cleanup work for Jerry and finding ways to keep him in control, in charge, and confident that he can trust us. I suggest that we get rid of the pallets because it gives you the opportunity to fill them back up if we leave them.
Right.
We have all these pallets that he worked really hard to lay flat so he could put a lot of stuff on it. And I just asked him to throw them away.
Can I keep the plastic ones?
It leaves him a place to put all this stuff. That's concerning. Keep 3.
Okay.
We gotta hustle. We don't have a whole lot of time to chat anymore. I see a lot of like lemon yellow sofas and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
70s?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt?
Yes.
My foot just went through the floor.
So what happened? You just walked right in and your foot went right through the floor?
My foot just sunk down into the floor.
Okay. This is the reality of this house, man. So you got water damage as well as smoke
Firemen
damage.
spent an hour or two dousing the fire.
And how long ago was the place catch on fire?
5 years.
5 years ago.
Still damp, huh?
Yeah, I mean, look.
Gee whiz.
Why aren't we bulldozing this house?
It just needs sheetrock.
It needs a lot more than that.
So when do you think you would do this?
When I get around to it.
I'm frustrated with Jerry because he lives in this delusional world. It would be much less costly to bulldoze the house than to fix this up.
Well, I think you're unreasonable in some things.
I try to help him, and he sees it as me trying to hurt him. It's really hard to continue to try to help him when he thinks I'm trying to make his life worse.
We are standing in a room that is ruined. And you do believe that you can save this.
Well, I've been a sheetrocker. I've sheetrocked.
Jerry, there's nothing you can't do. I believe that. What I'm getting concerned about is that your plans outweigh your lifetime.
I'm Dr. Michael Tompkins, and I specialize in the treatment of anxiety disorders and hoarding behavior. Given what you've been through and how difficult it is for you to move an agenda ahead, I'm kind of wondering if you're going to really do it.
I'm very determined to move the agenda ahead. And
have you been happy?
No.
Okay.
No, it's been pretty miserable.
Yeah.
You're holding on to the past. That's it. And we understand that. We get it. The rest of the room knows that this house should be torn down. And we're going to have to clean the rest of the house before Jerry's able to make that decision. I want you to stay open to the fact that you still have 2 options. If you only keep yourself open to that one, probably going to fail.
How many truckloads of stuff did you guys take?
Today was 10, so we were 24 trucks of 48,000 pounds.
48,000 pounds left your property.
Yeah.
I don't know that we've totally averted the crisis. We've made it better.
Yeah.
We've got a good head start, but you guys still have some work to do.
Yeah.
Are you ready to stay focused and not quit?
I'm definitely determined to see it through.
Your trophy.
Your trophy.
Oh, okay.
The champion.
You've earned your judge trophy.
I know.
You know the story about the phoenix rising from the ashes?
Right.
That's you, you know? And that's what I'm hoping will happen, and that you'll keep flying.
I'm very proud of you.
Well, thank you.
The rest of Jerry's life starts today. The problem is this house was burned to a crisp, and he might just have to completely tear it down.
My hope for Jerry is that he will take this and continue to build on it. If he does that, his life will look different, and there'll be room for more happiness in his life. It all really depends upon Jerry and what he does.
Come on.
Sure.
I'm Barbara, and a lot of people call me Santa Barbara. It's because I'm always collecting things, and I give it to different people, whether it's their birthday or Christmas. I have bags and bags of clothes. I go up and down alleys and I find things that people don't want anymore. I find a home for it. Evidently, it's overwhelmed me and I can't give it away faster than I'm finding it.
I'm Robert. Barbara's my mom. I did tons of work on that yard. Trimmed out the trees, cleared out a bunch of stuff that was around the tree. I tried to convince her to put it all in a dumpster. She goes, no, I'll just put it in bags. And I just go, the city's gonna find out one of these days. They're gonna come down on you.
I'm Rich Massey, the city's code enforcement officer. Approximately 6 weeks ago, I responded to the property regarding complaints of possible substandard conditions. We made contact with Barbara outside her property by the rear yard, and we could observe multiple piles of clothing and different types of miscellaneous junk and debris. Barbara was kind of hesitant to let us in at that point. She's currently in violation of our public nuisance code.
To me, there isn't that much stuff that should be removed. I'm comfortable the way it is. Not everybody's taste, but it's my taste.
I'm Brian. Barbara's my mother. If I was the city, I would board up the house. It's not livable. The last time I was in there, you can still see the kitchen table. You can still walk on the floor. When I came in there a month ago, it's a death trap. The worst thing I'm worried about is a fire. Her stove is just full of stuff. And all you have to do is just push a button. It's just a matter of time.
I'm Corey Chalmers. I am an extreme hoarding cleanup specialist. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are here for Barbara, who's facing a pretty serious crisis. Okay, the city's on you. You have to clean up the outside of the house.
Right.
Okay, we're going to divide and conquer. Some guys outside, some guys inside. Quick decisions, and we can get this done.
Okay.
All right, you guys all ready? Ready. All right, let's get started.
Oh my gosh. Stop.
You guys hold up for a minute. What do you got?
Hold up, guys.
What are you?
In that thing there, the cupboards, I was saving things for Christmas.
Everything we've been throwing out has been pretty much water damage.
You got to understand, it's been out there
It's
in the
molded.
pouring rain.
Did you save anything? Show me anything you saved.
I'm Dr. Michael Tompkins. I'm a licensed psychologist, and I specialize in the treatment of OC spectrum disorders like hoarding disorder. In observing Barbara, she's kind of like a butterfly, and she flits from flower to flower.
When I got that...
Barbara, okay, just stay with me.
Okay.
Let's just follow one thread. Cognitively, it's hard for her to hold on to a particular idea for an extended period of time.
I want my golf balls. Pay $5 for a whole
Barbara,
basket
this is
of...
literally a pile that you would find at the landfill and maybe even worse. Are you really going to sit here and pick through it and get old waterlogged golf balls out?
I am concerned with whether this is really sinking in. Barbara is saying that she's understanding the degree of this problem, but I'm not really sure that she understands what may happen tomorrow if this home doesn't meet code enforcement standards.
What I want you to see is the inside of her freezer.
If she is indeed eating food that's tainted like this, then for sure I have to make an APS call.
Can we go clean up the kitchen now?
Please? I came way out here
I know.
to help you.
It's really hard for me to come out here. I love her, and I'm just trying to help her out.
Okay. Barbara, for once, look at him and say, I need you.
Feel comfortable.
No, say, I need you to help.
If you love me, you would stop
Okay.
and let us do our job and clean it up before the city comes down here
I
and takes your
understand.
house away. You want that to happen?
No.
So we have to do it right now.
Do it.
Here, let me help you.
Please, I want all the silverware.
No, it won't come out.
You
Stop.
do this. Keep doing this. Keep doing this. They don't care what's in drawers. They're not going to give an inspection. They're not going to open up cupboards and drawers.
Oh, yeah, they will.
So any attempts to help are, met with a lot of resistance and denial. They're putting things in here, taking things out, Barbara.
I'm not taking much. I'm just looking at it.
No, you're
Now
taking
they
things
broke
out,
it.
Barbara. You're running out of time, Barbara.
Just one thing.
Need to get this stuff moving. Inspector's gonna be here any minute.
Let me just put it outside then.
No. Leave it here. We're gonna put more stuff in and take it out. We need to get in here.
Well, you get in here, but I'll get it on the way out.
You're in my way. I gotta take everything off here. and here.
I'm taking this off. You think you're trashing this?
Every time I touch something.
You're not trashing it.
I've never seen my mom behave like this at all. It's just unbearable.
Let me look and see what it is. That's fair.
I'm just trying to get things done as quickly as possible before the inspector comes.
Hi, Barbara. Rich Massey, Code Enforcement for the city.
Yeah.
From what I can see, it looks like you still got a ways to go. I'd like to go inside, too, and see what we have inside.
I'd rather you came back in a couple hours when it's more clean.
Looks like you have a door that opens now that probably you couldn't at one time.
Very important that we got that refrigerator out of her bedroom to get her to pass this inspection today. But I still don't think he's going to sign it off.
If I get past you there, thank you. Good. Okay, I need her. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these photographs, I'm going to make some case notes, and then I'm going to extend this thing out for 2 more weeks. And what I expect in 2 weeks is great progression from this point on.
2 weeks, if we don't see a change, we may have to deem this property substandard, and we'll post the property and have a notice to vacate.
She needs a nice clean house, a new refrigerator. She needs the whole thing restored to start living normally. She's getting used to the idea. She knows it needs to get done.
There's still a long ways to go, but she's understanding what needs to be done, around the property.
It's going to be a lot of hard work, but I think we're actually saving her life.
Sunglasses. I never seen so many sunglasses ever. Wonder what this is. I am not going to allow myself to lose this house, period. And I'm going to make it look better than the next door neighbors. How's that? Right? Can I just keep a few?
I'm Doug. I'm 38 years old. I'm a single adoptive father of an 8-year-old Nate and a 7-year-old Kylie. For some reason, since I was 18 years old, I've always known that I wanted to have children. I knew that I wanted a boy and a girl. Nate exhibited some unusual behavior from the time that he moved in at 8 months old.
Bang!
If he was upset, he would bang his face into the floor, sometimes causing himself to bleed.
Ow!
Come on. Come on.
No!
Right. For years, it's been building up. He has a lot of fits.
I'm Carol, and I'm Doug's mother. So it's more and more out of control with Nate.
No.
I'm always worried that he's going to hurt Douglas or Kylie, especially Kylie.
When he's upset, he's very impulsive, and he will grab things and throw them.
I'm Daryl Jaychuk. I'm a licensed professional counselor and in-home therapist. Now, guys, what I want you to do is close your eyes and picture your safe, happy place. I've been working with Nate and Doug and Kylie for about 6 months now. I'm just a little worried about his reaction today, and because that's the first time it's been like that in a while. One of the things that Nate struggles with is sensory issues. He has a tendency to feel things, hear things, get overwhelmed a lot more easily than a typical child.
No.
So living in an environment that is very overwhelming to even an adult to just walk into is difficult for Nate.
When I think about the kids being removed from the home, it's, I would, they're my life. I would die. It'd be devastating. The house has been in a state of clutter for years. It's been building up from the basement to the kitchen and moving outward.
I'm Myron, and I've known Doug for over 10 years.
Myron is like an uncle to the kids. He tries to come over and spend time with them, or maybe take them to his house so Douglas can have a break.
Yeah, bye.
Myron is very non-judgmental about my home. His main concern is the children.
The situation with Nate is really, I call it at a critical stage. He's 8 years old, going on 9. By the time he's 11, his main support group, being Doug or myself, will be replaced by peers. And once that occurs, all bets are really off.
Since the home continually seems to get worse and worse, I'm very worried that at some point, some worker is going to decide that it's an inappropriate home for them and pull them out.
Hi, Doug.
Hi.
Mark Pfeffer.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. My name is Mark Pfeffer. I'm a licensed psychotherapist. I specialize in the treatment of individuals with anxiety disorders, including compulsive hoarding.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
This room seems to have a lot of space in here. What's that all about?
Being Nate's room, it has to have the least amount in it because of his tantrums. In my son's room, we don't have bed frames. He's broken beds, so that's why we sleep on the floor.
My brief experience at the house indicated that Nate would fare much better in an environment where he had space, could find things. His explosive episodes will continue as long as the house is in that situation.
I'm Brendan McDaniel. I'm a certified professional organizer in chronic disorganization, and one of my specialties is working with people that hoard.
Let's do it.
Awesome, let's go.
I'm glad you're here. I thought for a minute you weren't going to show.
Doug has a strained relationship with his father. I know there's love there, but I think that they don't relate to each other very well.
You know, I wish that he would understand more how I got where I got to, and that it wasn't intentional, and that I am embarrassed of it.
How many do you think you need total?
I only need 3 more.
3 more? Okay.
Kylie felt she was happy with $7. Doug felt that he needed more dolls for Kylie's sake. My feeling is that it was really for Doug's sake.
What would you be doing with the dolls?
I just think she'll play with a few more than she said.
So this is not for you?
No.
Let's just assume that this box is going, and let's see what happens in 10 minutes, okay?
But I don't know if I can let go of this many dolls. It would bother me intensely.
Okay, what would be the upside of these dolls not being here?
More space.
Exactly. What's your levels like right now that I'm pushing you?
9.
Now, is that a 9 anxiety or a 9 of anger?
Both.
This is ugly.
That last one's got to go.
I see that, yeah.
Even if it is extra large,
I saw
that's
that out
gotta
of the corner of my eye.
How are we making our decision of what goes? And just because it's ugly to you doesn't mean it's ugly to me.
Okay, you want to go through the bag?
Sure.
Well, I got to get out of here. What's going on? It smells like pee.
Yeah. I think we should just toss it.
He won't even know it unless he misses the smell.
What do you think? You think it'll...
I think it's great. Yeah, it's perfect for Nate. Because he'll shake a bed and just...
It will hold up, I think.
But where I think we left off yesterday was your daughter picked out 7 dolls and was willing to let the rest go.
I still want to go through and keep more of them.
If Kylie decides that this bin is sufficient, are you okay with that?
Most likely.
Okay.
Okay.
We're done.
Hello.
Hi. What do you think? Looks different than yesterday, doesn't it?
Yes.
Having things clean and organized will help the situation. I don't think it will be eliminated. Nate, stop. Stop.
I'm trying to get
Stop,
in
Nate.
there. He's not.
Okay, hold on a second, Nate. Come here.
Cleaning the home was for the children. Perhaps he'll not have as many episodes as he did have.
Without having anything to grab onto, he started using his words.
So I can tell him.
Hey, I already said, no, we don't talk that way. Did you hear Uncle talking that way?
No.
No. And I didn't like the words, but I prefer the words over the kicking, screaming, punching, or, throwing objects. I did notice that he looked around when he was in that frantic mode to see what he could unleash his, frustration, and there really wasn't anything. Well, you know what I did? I brought the laptops with me. Do you guys want your laptops now that we have space for them?
Can we keep them here?
Yeah, keep them here. All right.
I think that the state will give them some time to really develop the time that it takes to make the changes necessary. But it's still a very guarded situation.
And he knows I love him, I hope the heck he does, or I wouldn't be here, The difference that it did the way these people cleaned it up today shocked me.
I have my home back, and without this process, it probably would have taken years, the home that I now have, like twice the size that it was. Amazing.
My name is Kim. I'm in my 30s, and I'm a pharmaceutical sales representative. My house is very claustrophobic. It's smothering because of the fact that I can't move around in it. It's a house, but it's not a home. And when I'm in it, I just feel like I'm in chaos. My office has a huge desk, which is on the floor. It's really just the amount of papers that I deal with. Just sometimes I fall behind if I can't locate items like receipts or something like that because they're lost in the disorganization of the office.
My name is Danielle, and I am one of Kim's good friends. Because she's fearful of who may be driving by or stopping by or neighbors that are walking by because she doesn't want them to see what the inside of her house looks like. She's gotten very good at masking what's behind her front door.
I am Emily. I'm a childhood friend of Kim's. She, has a very professional job. She looks like $1 million. She's, always looks great when she goes out in public. So the fact that her house isn't like that, I think that would be shocking to anyone that ever went inside. The isolating part, I think, is that she can't entertain at home. Her neighbors have never been in, and that's isolated her. It definitely holds back a normal, interactive dating life. Wow. Well, hi. Yes. Hi. I'm
Nice
Kim.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Come on in.
My name is Dr. Scott Hannon. I'm a clinical psychologist, and I specialize in anxiety disorders. I work with obsessive compulsive disorder and issues around compulsive hoarding. The way she's maintaining things serves sort of a protective function, and I think that she feels that if she starts to change things on her own, like her kitchen, it's all gonna fall on top of her. She's gonna make mistakes, and she's gonna cause big problems for herself. She may worry how critical people are going to be. And although there may be a degree of criticism that goes her way, it may not be to the extent that she believes it would be. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take a walk through Kim's home.
Right, okay. My name is Matt, and I've been seeing Kim for about 6 weeks.
This is my kitchen. It's a mess. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Are you?
No. This is the bedroom, and I have way too many clothes. And this is where I sleep.
Give yourself about 3 feet to fit on it.
Yeah, another reason that it's a problem.
When people say, I don't want you to come in my house, it's messy, you don't expect it to be to this extent.
Right.
But,
and that's why no one ever comes. I'm very uncomfortable with the thought of someone seeing the inside, and I think I was even more so because it's a person that should be able to come in, and I still haven't been able to let in.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
I'm Geraldine Thomas. I'm a certified professional organizer specializing in chronic disorganization. Kim, big day for you. How are you feeling?
Nervous.
Okay, that's normal. Nothing is going to go until you say it's okay. Let's go.
All right.
You feeling nervous?
Yeah.
I can tell your breathing is completely changed right now.
How you feeling?
Well, I mean, that scares me, everything that was work-related that was here.
All the stuff is still here. We may need to go through it again, but we're going to go through it in a way that's going to help you to organize it in a better fashion.
Okay, so this is kind of your vault of receipts.
Yeah, see, like I never would remember when I was in Baltimore. And so now I know, oh, I was in Baltimore in May. And
By letting go of some of the old stuff that have triggered memories, you give yourself an opportunity for new memories to be formed too.
Right. There's a couple things that go along with the inability to organize your things. And I know that you don't want to call it hoarding, so what do you want to call it?
collecting.
Collecting, okay. But collectors never have shame about the way they surround themselves with their collectibles. You're telling us something very different. You're telling us that you have a lot of shame, that you won't let repair people in here, that you can't bring a date in here, that it's kind of stifling your relationships.
Collectors are gonna get very excited. Someone can come in, they can see all my stuff, I can tell them about it. They're
It's
gonna
a
come in,
bragging
it's a
point.
wow factor. They're like, wow, this is great. At first glance, coming to Kim's home, it looks like there's certainly a lot of stuff there, but it looked very manageable. As we continue to pull things out, that's where you start to see there's a lot of stuff in the closets and it's kind of stacked together really good and really tightly. And this is part of the problem that people have is out of sight, out of mind. So, I don't really have that many hair care products or that many shoes.
How many pairs of shoes do you have, you think?
Do I have? Maybe 10.
Really?
Once you start pulling it out, you see more and more and more of those things.
I have a great excuse. I have a lot of family in that arena. Obviously, I have a little overabundance there.
What is this?
Hoarding.
Okay.
When in doubt, throw it out. Kim, I don't even know if I can let you wear these.
Okay. The red ones I get to keep. Emily, that looks just like you. I think that may be yours.
I want to see if you can go any faster.
I'm going fast.
Oh my gosh.
There was 3 ugly sweater parties this year, and I only had this.
I don't want it to be negative. I mean, I do think, obviously, progress is being made. It's not at the pace I was hoping to see.
I mean, me and Danielle, I could sit there and ask her at each class, so you want to get rid of this, or you want, that kind of thing.
I didn't want to sort of overwhelm her with, we're going to get rid of everything. And one of the things that I did notice with her is she was looking at it saying, I can get rid of more. And as she clears things out, she can see the space that's there. And the hope is that she's going to keep working on this and keep working with organizers to cut that down more and more.
Yeah, so.
Thank you.
Thank
We're going to
you.
go actually work on some stuff now.
Maximize the last little bit amount of time.
But now, see, that's those are important.
So important, you haven't had them in 5 years. My scarf. Okay.
I just found my winter coat from
1, 2, 3.
Hey, get that other box.
God, that feels good. Woo!
Greg, come here. First time in?
Well, first time. That's first time in. That's right.
Still a little bit messy, but for the first time in a long time, I have a pride in my house, and for the first time in a decade, I want to invite people in. It may not look that good to you, but trust me, it looks great. Do I bring stuff in? Do I not want to let go? If that's the definition, then that's certainly a habit that I have. I hoard.
In order for Kim to continue on this path, I think she needs to keep exploring the options of educating herself and honor her agreement with us not to bring more things into her home.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
That motivation is there, and so my hope is that she's going to move forward. So really for her, the key was changing the way she thinks, changing the way she approaches this issue.
I think I've faced my biggest fear, which was this, and now I feel like I don't have to hide or misrepresent that part of myself.